There we are. Hello, everyone. Hello, Franklin. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Gobbling these nuts. Very good. I had a feeling that was coming. I have Turbo, so you don't have to wait for me. Very nice. Tonight on Jack Counts Backwards, coming back from the break. Exactly. Exactly. That's the whole stream. We're just going to count backwards. I think it'll be good. It'll be soothing. Anyway, let's get right into it. Picking up right where we left off. I'm probably going to have to Alt-Tab to fix my cursor being on screen, but maybe not. Let's see how this goes.
Fish, fresh fish, mullet,
Right.
marlin, and monkfish. Get 'em here.
Remember now. Okay, so there's this whole deal of this settlement. I've already explored the outside. But there's a door here that I didn't notice before. Let's see what we see. Nothing, I mean, I was about to say nothing of note to speak on about the upcoming stream. That is, the plan is what the usual plan is. We're gonna go 8 hours with a break at the 4-hour mark. Playing this the whole time, though I'm thinking of some slight schedule changes. Nothing that would meaningfully affect anyone's ability to come to the stream if you've been able to come to the Tuesday streams up to this point. Tuesday and Friday streams, when the Friday streams happen up to this point, they won't change. I'm just thinking of breaking things up a little bit more. Sorry I didn't do a cocktail stream last Friday, like I said. This is lovely. I had some activism stuff come up that I couldn't really miss, so I had to cancel it, but we'll come back strong with the cocktail streams in August. Welcome in, Ghost. Good to see you. If you fuck up this streak, I swear to God. Oh, I won't. I won't. What are you at now, Ghost? I don't have any substantial streaks built up in anyone's streams, and I'm wondering if it's because I'm just not hitting the button. So I don't think I've, no, I don't think I've missed a Cream stream. I may have, though. Some days I just oversleep and wake up and Cream, you know, I wake up and Cream ends their stream within an hour, and it's, there we go. I haven't said anything of note for years, honestly. Oh, I doubt that's true. You'll be so fucking haunted. Haunted. Oh, yeah, if I fuck up the streak, I gotcha. I will. I'm still haunted from the first time I fucked up ghost streaks. I'm on 24. Very nice, very nice. Do some stuff, yes. I had a meeting that I had to go to that I forgot about entirely when I said I was going to be streaming on Friday. But that meeting is usually that's usually something that ends up happening on the last Friday of the month. So it was a situation where, because I was insisting on doing a makeup stream, yeah, as long as I stick to actually doing the first and third Fridays of the month, nothing should interfere with that, and I'm going to prioritize it to the point where it doesn't. So it shouldn't happen again, I promise.
Shiny.
Anyway, it looks like these are the only guys to talk to, but I do want to look around, take this floor by floor. Why don't I talk to you first?
What do you want of the Harbor's Smith, Slayer?
This guy is particularly quiet, as though some settings have been changed. Let me check something real quick. I'm pretty sure, yeah, no, this is all, we've done all we can, really, to make it so that people aren't so damn quiet.
Can I help you, Slayer?
Let's see, a meeting, jumping on the wagon again, Jack? Precisely, very important. We must, really what I'm doing is I'm going to AA meetings just telling people about my cocktail streams. Because it seems like they'd be a good fit. Jack's chopping down flock cameras. This is a joke. Yes, it's true. I would never. Absolutely would never. And you shouldn't either. I feel like doing some shopping.
Is that so?
Wait, what am I doing? This isn't how this works. You want to mind read them first. No, mind read before anything else. Cool.
Maybe I could make silver swords. Nah, why would that help against spirits?
Smith must be a pretty important man to have around here.
He certainly is that. Especially with them goblins running amok. But Alaroth, now there's something I can't aid the champions with. Can plain steel kill a ghost? How do you kill something that is already dead, eh? You ask yourself that, Slayer.
My bow seems to work. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, I feel like doing some shopping. Let's see. It's fucking cold-blooded, buddy. You know it. Bow of Oribas? I'm really just looking for the hunter bows. If I can complete that set, I can die happy. But you don't have it. Well, is there anything I can sell? I think we could probably get away with selling these shields. By the time I start using shields, I'll probably have out-leveled these shields, so I'm gonna just get rid of the generic shields. I'll do the same with the Warhammer. And that heavy short bow, and this bow. I'm pretty sure I'm happy with my bow. We're gonna keep Mr. Shooty for sentimental purposes. I'm gonna sell that axe, and I'm gonna sell this shield. And I'm going to sell this sword and this sword. Very good. We're already almost up to 40,000 again. That's wonderful. How are the two of you doing? How's Franklin? How's Ghost? I'm a little bit sleepy today. A little bit of a sleepy start. But we'll get there. We'll manage. I hope I didn't accidentally just sell those Bone Dragon, Oh, I think I might have, actually. You know what, though? I think that's fine. It's not great, but I'd already replaced that with a better thing, so I don't think that's an issue. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I was wrong. The number hadn't updated. 25. 25 is still quite something. Quarter of 100, if you weren't aware. That's significant. Well done, well done. Doing alright, finishing the script for the next video today, I hope. Oh, lovely. Very nice. Looking forward to it. That was a quick turnaround. Although I suppose you may have started writing when you started editing the other video. But I don't know. I know I can't multitask like that. If I'm editing a video, I'm sitting down at the computer every time I have time to work on something creative, and I'm finishing it. Or trying to, anyway. I very much get into hyper-focus mode once I really start editing. At least that's been my experience up to this point. I don't have a wealth of experience. Not like some of us. We've got some people playing cards. Lapida.
I'm tired, anxious, and nervous about what is to come. Isn't the life of a soldier grand?
That's just my life in general.
Ah, a dragon slayer. You're welcome to have a beer with us if you want.
I don't believe you.
Hey there, listen,
I bet you will be shipped to Alaroth the moment the Zeppelins fly again.
don't count on it. Not with all the troubles in the fjords.
You've got that right. The champions in the city will simply have to manage.
Pretty quick, yeah. I started the script the week of the last video's release, but it's a lot shorter, so it gets done crazy quick. Nice. Love a quick turnaround. I imagine it'll be good for your channel. Peter Feeble.
I'm sorry, Slayer. Only champions may enter the proper fort. Its many marvels are for our sacred order's eyes alone.
Alright. The reputation I have with various factions seems like it's gonna be kind of up in the air throughout most of the game. I suppose... oh, I can't equip that yet. I certainly can't turn into a dragon here. I suppose we just kind of want to keep anyone here from learning that I'm a dragon. And try and keep it that way for as long as possible, but... we have already kind of revealed that to the dragon slayers at large. Wow, he doesn't care at all. Cool. I'm going to come back and talk to him later because he has a quest. I'll take the stats book. Very good. What videos do you mean, guys? Do you not know that Ghost has been making YouTube videos for multiple years now, Franklin? More frequent releases will be good for the performance, but also I just think it makes for better writing if I keep it shorter, more efficient, less waffle. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Hello, Morgan.
Good day to you, stranger. I'm Morgan, the harbor master. Anything I can do for you?
I'm gonna mind read you.
Where is the time I was still known as Jack Quicksable, scourge of the western seas?
That's pretty sick. What does a harbor master do?
He fishes, drinks, gambles, and gets bored out of his mind. Didn't used to be like that, but with the goblins running amok, it's downright suicidal to set sail.
I've come here to give you back this necklace.
But that's Hermosa's. How did you... No. She isn't dead, is she?
No, nothing like that. But she's not returning and wanted you to have this back.
I always knew I wouldn't be able to hold on to her. I don't think any man could. But she's too much of a lady not to try and let me down as easy as she can. Bless her heart. I take it you'll see her again. Then please give her this book. Long has she searched for it, and I have found it.
Tell me about the harbor.
Oh, it's an old building and its glory days are over. Ships would lay anchor here by the dozen back in the day, but no more. Zeppelins, those are the future, but I'll always prefer sea to airships. The smell of the salt, the ever-changing curve of the waters. Anyway, there's but one thing you need to know about this place. It's champion territory. You want something, talk to the officers.
Goodbye, Morgan.
Have a nice day.
Very good. I don't know. God damn, dude. I'm gonna try and rebalance the audio a little bit more, because this is... What do I have to do to make it so that the people aren't so damn quiet? Obviously, the music's always playing, so it's not gonna preview that. We'll put that at 50, and then, yeah, I'll just try this. Apply those settings. I'm going to turn it up a little bit for me, and then I'm going to go turn it up a little bit for you guys as well. Thousands of followers as well. Yes, Ghost is doing quite well. Better and better all the time. Okay, so we're going to try this. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm not going to push it too far either, but with any luck, the speech will be balanced to the actual music now. We'll see. It's at -9 decibels. I'll keep an eye on it. It almost feels like it doesn't actually change when I adjust the audio settings, like that's not applying for some reason. But we'll see. Speak with him in a moment. He does look intriguing. Sitting by that big fire all by himself? Is he not welcome here? Let's find out.
Best deals outside of Alaroth, Slayer. Come, have a look at what I sell.
A lot of merchants here. I suppose it is a port. Leon just lowered his prices.
I just can't get rid of that damn smell of fish.
Business must be slow, I imagine.
Oh, ain't that the truth? And the sad truth it is. But I shouldn't complain. At least I'm not in Alaroth, dodging ghosts and other worldly monsters.
That does look a little closer to where I want it to be.
If the champions can't nip the attack in the bud, I think the city will be lost forever.
Show me your wares, please.
Immediately, Slayer.
All right. You have 3 potions and some bullshit. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Goodbye. Yeah.
They'll save Alaroth?
No idea. What would that
I don't know if there's any like cooldown on the benefit that you get from mind reading merchants. It seems like a lot of the time that's like one of the main mechanical benefits that they've actually included for the mind reading mechanic. So that it's just a good way to get merchants to lower their prices down to max. It seems like they had an idea for there being a reputation system that merchants would take into account. I mean, there is a reputation system that they take into account, to be fair, but they don't really, the only way generally to affect it is to read their mind real quick. Letter bearing the champion seal. Let's have a look. Jack's always talking about the cooldown on the benefit you get from mind-reading merchants. Yeah, it's kind of my hobby horse, you know? I think the next video is going to be about it. I understand your worry and your lust for battle, Aurelius, but I cannot license a full-scale assault. You know well it would cost the lives of many champions, and who knows what instruments of wars Fadil Fari has at his beck and call. He's growing powerful, too powerful. Of that I am aware. I even suspect the Black Ring schemes at work, but do not share this suspicion with other officers. It is but a hunch after all. Maybe when the famine in Rivertown is over and the new order is available again, champions and seekers can unite to cleanse the fjords of the pestilence that is the Red Hammer tribe. Signed, Augustus. Okay, so we're going for kind of a Latin, sort of Roman legion vibe with the champions. And I guess seekers is another term for the new order, though I am taking that for granted. Lurk for a bit, have fun, you little goon. Don't you call me a goon. But okay, I will have fun. If you insist. Enjoy your lurk, Ghost. Aurelius.
Hail, traveler. I wish the circumstances were so that the champions of this fortress could offer you a heartier welcome.
Well...
My worth to the champions shall be as great as my ambition. The death of Svadil Fari.
What is it that troubles you?
The sounds of goblin war drums have of late kept many a soldier uneasy night and day. That evil-minded little vermin has even had the guts to attack the fortress and the harbor here. All because their leader, Svadil Fari, has found it necessary to pledge the destruction of all that is human in the Orobas fjords.
So all of this only started recently?
Indeed so. The goblins have always been warlike, but knew better than to challenge us. Until Svadil Fari got them all riled up, that is. The price on his head is no less than an entire coffer full of gold. The biggest bounty ever to be issued by the champions.
An entire cofferful? We're gonna need to refine the accent, apparently. Oh, he's as good as dead.
Ha! I applaud your enthusiasm. You'll have to fight the entire village to get to him, though. Still, I do hope you'll succeed.
Tell me a bit more about Svadil Fari.
He's a powerful goblin shaman and chieftain of the Red Hammer clan. A leader so devious and cunning always poses a big threat. But normally, goblins are too unruly to wage organized warfare. This is the exact reason we never had more than skirmishes with them before. But that changed quite abruptly. They built catapults able to take down our zeppelins, weapons we never knew they were capable of constructing. That's why we were caught off guard when their attack came. A disastrous hour for the champions, if ever there was one.
You're the commanding officer of this fort.
I am, yes. Of the harbour, at least. I'm in charge of the squadrons that guard the fjords, be they Zeppelin-based or on foot. We protect travellers and merchants as they head for Broken Valley or fly to Rivertown. There used to be a relatively cushy line of work, out of the city and in the beautiful wild. But lately I feel I've aged more in a month than in 5 years. Goblins, trolls, wyverns. It's like they're all under the influence of a greater force. I'll be damned if I know what is really going on.
Good day, Captain.
Good hunting, Wanderer.
I'm a slayer, I'll have you know. Sort of. Hey man, I'm gonna have to lurk for a while too. I'm struggling pretty hard tonight. It feels like dark, quiet room time. Yeah, for sure, Franklin. No worries. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. You have a good rest of your day, buddy. Feel free to pop back into chat if you so desire, but I completely understand wanting some quiet time. Keep your chin up, buddy. It's always good to see you. Let's have a chat. Oh, let's first off update on crime in the Oribus Fjords. I'll always read a book before talking to a person. Listing of caught or killed criminals in the past 12 months. Caligan, the Alaroth kidnapper, killed by Sejanus, who cunningly dressed up as a woman, got himself abducted, but had to adapt his originally peaceful plan when Caligan started tying him to the bedpost. Brigitta, the Verdistus poisoner, killed herself, apparently by accident. Tortor, the rabbit slaughterer, found pummeled to death in a bush covered with patches of bloody white fur. Very good. Alright guys, I know I came up here really strangely earlier. Oh my god. Shit. It just occurred to me that there may have been more of these wanted, these bulletin boards that I could have been using for this stuff, but let's...
Wanted. The following menaces. Claim your rewards from Sejanus if you manage to kill one of them.
Barnabas the Pale, vile necromancer in his cave.
Bring his mace as proof of his death.
Oh fuck, I may have sold his mace. Rhaegon, cutthroat of the fjords, hiding in grottos most probably.
Bring his ring as proof of his death.
It might be a quest item, honestly, Barnabas's mace. Alutique, the Beholder, haunter of the old mine.
Bring his mask as proof of his death.
Moor at large among the fjords, swindler and blackmailer.
Bring his ledger as proof of his death.
Alric, leader of imps who roams the fjords in search of blood to spill.
Bring his necklace as proof of his death.
Alright.
Walk away.
Well, Brutus and Sejanus, alright.
Welcome to the harbor, Wanderer. Can I help you with something?
Is there anything I can help you, champions, with?
Sure there is. See that plate over there? On it are the descriptions of these fjords' biggest scum at large. With all the bigger troubles going on here, we can't spare the men to organize hunts. But feel free to give these crooks chase if you want.
Apparently I already killed most of them. I killed Barnabas, here is his mace. Oh, hang on.
Where did I leave my stash again? In that corner among the big mushrooms, perhaps?
Wonderful. I killed Barnabas, here's his mace.
Splendid. You certainly earned this gold. Bring me more of these crooks' trinkets and the money will keep flowing.
Okie dokie. You've got preserved remains of a head, but we do already have one of those. I'd have to compare it directly to know for sure if this is better or worse, but I'm sure it's not that much of a meaningful improvement. Yeah, you know, I gotta take the... No, I don't want the money. If it's a choice between money and XP, I'll take the XP. Thank you.
Any luck tracking down those wanted criminals?
I killed Alutique. Here's his mask.
Splendid. You certainly earned this gold. Bring me more of these...
Yes, I'm aware. Okay. Clean dragon elf legs. Nah. Yeah, gonna go with the XP again. Thank you.
Any luck tracking down those wanted criminals?
I killed Moore. Here is his ledger.
Splendid. You certainly earned this gold. Bring me more of these crooks' trinkets and the money will keep flowing.
We've got some, experience. I mean, I can get diamonds anytime I imagine it's like, it more than likely is just leave and come back for my runners to come to have, you know, come back to the throne room with whatever I sent them out for. But maybe they made it a little more complex to where you have to go out and complete a quest. I'd be curious to test that out a little bit, honestly, just so that I know. If it is just as simple as leaving and coming back, I'm not going to abuse that. But I'm just curious. I like knowing these things about games, right? I'm considering making a video about that. I mean, it's not that I'm considering. I do think I'm going to eventually make a video about this. I just don't know how big I want the scope to be.
Any luck tracking down those wanted criminals?
I find that RPGs in particular, but just games at large, tend to be a lot more compelling when you don't know specifically how things work. Because then it's all up to your own kind of headcanon in the moment. This being an example, not a super compelling example, but just not knowing how often those runners come back. But a better example being like in Baldur's Gate 3 with magical artifacts that you have to give Gale, and well, I won't spoil how long or how often, but it feels like the stakes of that conundrum are significantly higher before you learn how frequently you actually have to give him magical artifacts and how long it's going to be an issue. And I'd like to make a video around that concept. I need to try to make it not an hour and 20 minutes long, like the last one. I killed Alric, here's his necklace.
Splendid. You certainly earned this gold. Bring me more of these crooks' trinkets and the money will keep flowing.
Alright, just another one quest reward. He's got a clean ghoulish head, which I think I'm actually gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna take the clean ghoulish head so that I can compare and contrast, because as much as I like that little manticore face, whatever you want to call it, I am trying to spec this guy as a melee damage dealer more than anything. Was that actually all of them? Or let me see. The shaman ransom we got from another guy. Oh, hunting we shall go again. It's just all of these. Got it. Rhaegon. Hiding in grottos, most properly. So yeah, I got all of them. Oh, alright. I guess we'll enable that. Sure. Tab. There we go. Hello, Brutus.
Perfect. A mercenary, no doubt about it. I've got a spot of troll trouble, and I pay well, so let's deal.
First off,
Brutus's head is filled with worry only. Alaroth, trolls, goblins, and of course, Black Ring.
why don't you just send some of your men?
I already did. Why do you think I'm looking to hire someone off the street? Now, pay attention. Yesterday, a man came running from High Hall, claiming trolls were attacking the settlement. I sent one of my best soldiers up there. Quintus is his name, but I haven't heard from him since. Go to High Hall and take care of things. I'm afraid this situation might be dire.
Very well. Well, you know what, actually, only really wealthy people can order me around like that.
You worry about the trolls, and I'll worry about the gold.
Alright. Where can I find this eye hole?
Facing the water, it's to your right and up the mountains. Not the most comfortable stroll to take, but the view is spectacular.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's an untamed area, but a gold mine for those with an adventurous spirit. To us champions, though, it's one big training area. Between the goblins and wild wyverns, there's plenty to keep us busy.
Take care, Lieutenant.
Will do.
Suppose I should be saying Lieutenant, shouldn't I? Is it spelled differently in the UK? Or is it just in the UK they've decided to pronounce it like that? That's a lot of letters to just fundamentally change. I don't know. I get it with, like, you know, Z. Or, I'm sure there are other examples. I know they don't spell out Lieutenant. I think I would have noticed that. Maybe. I don't know. Morgan's diary? Sick. We're approaching... what does he sound like again? Hang on. He's got a fun accent to do. Let me refresh my memory.
Have a nice day.
Right. Have a nice day.
Ellerot's lucky it has a man like General Augustus at its command.
Though technically, Lord Deodatus is the leader of the city.
Ah, another wizard. I'll bet he's behind all the trouble in the first place.
Very gruff, gritty West Country. Okay. We're approaching the Starbound. I warned the men that boarding this war vessel would pose quite a risk, but I am confident we can intimidate them into surrendering. I've been captive aboard the Starbound for 6 days now. I'm pleasantly surprised about the kind way we've been treated. I was expecting them to slaughter us and feed us to the fish, yet it looks like we'll be given a fair trial. I spent many hours conversing with Captain Hermosa, who visits me often in my cell, and I must admit she really is a fascinating lady, and a gorgeous one at that. Hermosa just told me she would plead in my favour at the trial today. She believes I could redeem myself, and I am so very thankful to her. My new function as Harbour Master allows me to see Hermosa even more often, and I've been led to hope she could see me in something more than just a decent friend and colleague. If only she knew how much I love her. Aw. Why'd they write such a tragic story for a guy that I'm probably never gonna see again? I suppose it's a pretty archetypal story. I'll have this. Oh, I'll have this. Very nice. Alright. Regular noble gauntlets. Are those generic, or are they part of a set? Goodness, I'm getting chilly, but I think it's because the alcohol is making me sweat just a little bit, and there's enough of a breeze in this room. I'm drinking a rum old-fashioned, by the way, with that fucking Smith & Cross 59% rum. It's a stiff drink, but I think it's going to be the only one I have today. Yeah, I have no idea, because I don't see these noble gauntlets anywhere. Okay. Maybe it was a UI bug. Shall I swim around and see if there's anything to be seen? I think my next step is, the Slayer camp, which I'm definitely going to save before I enter. Mainly because I don't know how they will react to me. I always feel the need to check to make sure I'm recording. Yeah, no, nothing to see in the river. I don't know if I'll ever be given access to that, to the rest of the fort, but I wouldn't be surprised if I don't. If it seems like something where they had plans to make this a larger area, but they just didn't have time. There is something extremely charming about this game, though. I'm always excited to come back to it, not because it's a particularly good game, but because this is what I'm all about, man. Games from right around this time period. This is what I'm here for.
Well then, look here. A slayer traveling the roads of Rivellon alone. Good to see you.
You look like a Black Ring soldier, but I don't know. I guess I've never seen a slayer dressed in full plate.
They handled the chalice like a common pitcher during that drunken party last week. These youngsters treat an almost holy relic with appalling disregard.
You speak with a great deal of familiarity to one who outranks you.
Oh, I apologize. What can I do for you?
I've come here for the chalice of the dragon.
Our relic? Why do you want it?
Yours is not to question why.
But I must. We can't just give the chalice away.
I mean, honestly, I've been looking for something to do with, like, I've been keeping Lord Arvin's sword specifically for sentimental value, but if it's something that that's sick. I love that. I like they're rewarding me for keeping something for sentimental value, something that I could have sold, and the game was kind of motivating me to sell at one point. Yeah. How about I trade it for Lord Arvin's sword? I obtained it in Broken Valley.
Lord Arvin's sword? You have it? Really? But of course. Here is the key to the chest on the altar. His actual sword. This blade shall receive a place of honor and worship.
How can you tell me about the raid on Orobas's home?
That was the greatest moment of glory for the dragon slayers here in the fjords that bear his name. The Zeppelins soared high and bombarded vile Orobas's mountain retreat for an hour before charging in. The betrayer managed to seal himself in, but that couldn't dampen the victorious slayer's spirits. Lord Arben found the chalice of the dragon among the ruins, placed it here to remember the conquest.
So what is this place exactly?
It's just a humble training encampment, now used to teach the few local recruits we still have the tricks of the trade. The weirdest thing happened here, though, just a little while ago. We were doing exercises when Kenneth, our sword instructor, was swept away by a column of light.
I do recall Kenneth.
I don't know what foul magic was behind that, but I sure hope he's okay.
He's fine, he's fine. Is there anything I can help with, my fellow Slayers with, now that I'm here?
Since you bring it up yourself, there is one little matter. We imprisoned a Slayer after Kenneth disappeared. A real wild one. Yesterday he snapped, killed a fellow Slayer. He'll be shipped to Rivertown, but I want justice now. I want Saul dead.
Huh. Yeah, what? Why would I? I'm not going to execute this man simply because you'd like to see him in his grave. I'll hear no more about it.
All right. Just hush, okay? They'll deal with him in the academy then. Unless he has an accident.
Carry on, Tillian.
Yes, sir.
A camp of dragon slayers. How revolting.
That's a quest that I chose to fail. It'll be the second one that I've done that with, so it is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Bona.
I love the smell of burning goblin in the morning.
Oh.
It's the
One
scent
of those goblins has a chicken leg on him.
of another Slayer triumph is what it is.
I can't believe I used to be one of these guys. He's proud of killing goblins, of all things. You know we're meant to be killing dragons, right? Go be a champion if you're interested in killing goblins.
Thank you for bringing us Lord Arben's sword. It is the greatest treasure a Slayer could find.
I'm glad you think so.
Whatever possessed you to trade in Lord Arben's sword? If I got my hands on such a relic, I'd never let it go.
You'd be surprised how quickly you outlevel it. What's this? Tenets of the Order of the Dragon Slayers, which I think we've already read, but I'll check when we get back to the fort. Tillian, we've already spoken to. Can we speak to him again?
Slayer.
No, you get the one opportunity to turn that quest down. Yeah, man, I'm not like this guy's not he's not necessarily evil. He's not a contract killer anyway, unless unless it was someone he was probably gonna kill anyway, just in the process of exploring. Yeah, I'm not gonna just execute a prisoner. Take him to be judged by someone more qualified than I am to ascertain whether or not he's actually guilty. I'd love to talk to him if I can. Perhaps even help him escape. Maybe he had a good reason for killing another Slayer. I'm certainly not guiltless in that regard myself. Vivina?
There are some goblin prisoners in there, Slayer. They'll probably just burn him later.
Can I go in?
The door won't open.
The door won't open. Alright. Advanced strength and some ghoulish legs. Alright, pretty solid. I've already got a new head to give that goblin, don't I? Or to give my boy. What am I saying? The little guy is his name. I'll just take the XP. Fast approaching the next level. Yeah, so no going to talk to the prisoner. I wonder if maybe if I'd accepted that quest, I could have done things a little differently. Montague.
Hello, name's Montague. Pleasure.
Must find the time to get that Druidnite unlocked soon.
I need some Druidnite. What is it you're guarding?
Behind the door lies a teleporter that leads up to our prison cell. We use it to hold criminals apprehended in the fjords until they can be shipped to Alaroth, Rivertown, or wherever they need to go to face justice.
Anything exciting happening here lately?
Well, there have been the skirmishes with the goblins, of course. But the most bizarre thing to occur was the disappearance of our weapons trainer, Kenneth. His friend Saul was supposed to take over his command, but then it turned out the pest murdered another slayer. Luckily, Tillian exposed the crime, and ever since then, he's been the boss round here.
Interesting. I would like to talk to this prisoner.
Oh, he's off limits. Nobody sees him until the Rivertown Zeppelin arrives.
Listen, either you open that gate, or I'll inform your commanding officer about your Trudinite dealings.
You wouldn't? How did you? Oh, bloody hell. Why, certainly. Come, my friend. Of course you may see Saul.
Wonderful. My dog wants something from me. I think he probably needs to go outside, so I will let him out real quick and I'll be right back. Hey, Kurt, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I am back. Welcome in, Kurt. How are you doing? Thank you very much. Now, where are you going? Shall we chat?
Yeah.
Good day.
Later.
Alright, glad to see we're on good terms. Despite the blackmail, me and Montague are still right as rain. Alright. I want to have a talk with this prisoner. I'll take this key. I'll take this short note. My mind is made up, Tillian. Next in line for my position is Saul. I'll hear no more about it. Your day will come later, that is all. Signed, Kenneth. So there's our motive. Hello, Saul. Something tells me you didn't murder anybody. Shall I just... Is my only option... I have to release him first? I can't talk to him? Alright, well...
What? Why are you here?
Gonna mind read you.
I can't believe they'd actually think it was Tillian who was speaking the truth. How dumb are they?
Quite a mess you're in, huh?
You can say that again. I'm scheduled for execution.
Let's get you out of here, Saul.
You would free me. That's wonderful. But I can't just walk through the Slayer base. You'll have to realign the teleporter to High Hall.
Is this an unmarked quest? I think it is. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, it could also be that you're supposed to accept the quest to execute him. If you want to actually get any quest rewards out of this. But, I mean, if I can free him, fuck it. We'll try. Note that is short. I love that. Same. We love a short note. We love a brief bit of reading. Anyway, I guess I'll reroute that teleport. Oh, wait a minute. There's probably a way I can do that without actually walking to High Hall. I'm not positive, but we'll try. You're not dead, are you? Good.
This teleporter has Camp Penitence written on it. Its destination is Camp Pompous.
Set the teleporter to Camp Overlook.
New destination awaits.
Alright, leave the control panel as it is
Step
now.
away.
I don't think that's really what you wanted.
Did you link the teleporter?
No,
Please
it's not.
get me
Okay,
out
it's
of
not. We'll have to discover the teleporter to High Hall then. Because for now, this just sends us here. That's fine. I didn't need to be over there anymore anyway. Cool. Now, let me see. That guy said, oh yeah, the road to High Hall is just to, you take another right, and then you go along this, and I'm pretty sure that leads to High Hall, but we're not going to High Hall just yet. What I think, unfortunately, we're going to need to do, I don't think we've been to that one. Yeah, we've been to this one, so I have to go through another Oblivion Gate and deal with all that shit. Let's just do it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. I'm hoping to mostly be fighting goblins today, but we'll see. Champion corpses. More champion corpses. What fresh hell. Let's get our little guy.
Go get him, boy.
Hey guys, you don't strike me as... Yep, alright. Not friendly. I really should have made a point to head back to the base. I need to just do that more frequently. It's not like it's hard. It's one loading screen, and the loading screens aren't long. But we'll go through this first, since we're here. This Oblivion Gate is way more chill than the other ones, and it looks a lot... Wow, never mind. God damn it. Alright. This is gonna be a whole deal. Whole big exhaustive dungeon. In that case, let's, here. That was just a little sortie is all. We just wanted to fuck him up real quick. Can I teleport from here to the throne room? Okay, cool. So there will be a whole return point, I imagine, as well. Gentlemen? Oh, hey, and the little guy's here. Now, before I get too busy,
So good to see you.
play me a happy ditty.
Something.
That's not a happy ditty. Play me a calm tune. I'm pretty sure the only one that works is these bottom ones. Yeah, a lot of the... it just stops working after a while, but we'll have him play a romantic tune. Harry?
Here it is, your exquisite ingredient.
Thank you.
My duty and my pleasure, great lord and master.
Go get some Fanny Blossom.
As you command.
And you?
Success. I found an exquisite enchantment.
I'll have it. Go get me some gold.
Immediately.
I brought you the exquisite gem, thank you.
Go
Kind
get
commander.
me...
Here is the gem.
an
At
emerald.
once, my liege.
Cool, cool, cool. Since I'm here, let's pop back this way. This seems persistent, whether or not the elevator is up or down. I should probably just leave it down, since I can teleport straight back up to the throne room. Let's see. So, I'm gonna put away all of my crafting materials, just to get them out of my inventory. And then I want to look through my books. They really could have made this more keyboard friendly. Maybe they did, and I'm just missing something. I'm going to put these in here as well, just to see if I still have options for adjusting all that. We've read this, we've read this, we've read this, and that, and this, and that, and that. I want to double check whether or not we should even keep this. I don't want duplicate books in here if I can avoid it. We'll speak to, these are all potion formulas. No, there's weapon enchants as well. Okay, we'll speak to both of our guys then. And a scroll, labeled scroll. Okay. Do we have tenets of the Order of the Dragon Slayers? Taking for granted that they're gonna have the same PNG. Yeah, cool, we've got that. I can sell it then. We'll see if, what's her name has room for it. God, I've got a lot of jewelry I need to get rid of. Only way really to bother doing that is to sell it.
Yes, my liege.
Let's trade. And Can you... I mainly just want to get rid of this while I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, the books barely go for anything, so there you go. Goodbye. I also need to go talk to Hermosa for the quest. She's probably got something else for me to do in the Oribus Fjords. Yeah, let's
No good. I'll have to walk.
Let's go do this. So, we're gonna go up to the workshop and speak to you.
Esteemed Dragon Knight, what can I do for you?
I'm on. I think that's... He definitely got some of those. Not all of them, but he got some. Maybe. I don't know for sure. I forgot what I forgot what I had and what I didn't. We want to now go to this, and let's go talk to... I kind of need to talk to everybody, don't I? Because we want to give our guy a new head.
Igor is where shall be my...
Yeah, I think we're going to give him... Because the perfect remains of a head. Plus 50% hit points, which is better than any of the other ones I could have gotten as a quest reward. That's good. This gives him rush attack and fatality, which are both quite nice. Clean cut goblin arms, flesh dragon, preserved ghoulish arms, plus 100% of melee damage. Plus 90% hit points. I can summon him regularly enough. I'm not too worried about him lasting that long. But he is meant to be a tank, isn't he? Let's just try the ghoulish arms for now. And then he's currently got dragon elf legs. Let's give him the ghoul legs. So he's all ghoul except for his torso for now. And his torso is human. That's a good little guy. Yes, that will do nicely. Okay, I want to go talk to Hermosa, and I actually want to talk to the alchemy guy too. Barbados.
The esteemed master of the... I'll be...
See if he needs any of those potion recipes. If he doesn't, we'll sell them. Let's now go to the skill training arena and tell Hermosa that we've delivered her letter.
Back for more? I'm ready for another round if you are.
I found Morgan and gave him the necklace.
You did? How did he react?
He took it well enough, I guess. He even wanted you to have this book.
I'm glad to hear he wasn't devastated. Now, let's take a look at that book. The Art of War. So he found it after all. This is a very valuable book, which will enable me to enhance your training even further. Please inform Sasan. She'll know what I need to spice up this arena.
Okay. What do you got? Clean ghoulish torso. Tempting. Yeah, I'll take it. Make him a full ghoul.
Shiny.
She's got another quest. I am gonna go talk to Sasan first. Actually, let me go to the necromancy ring and pop that torso on our boy.
Igor is where shall be my...
Clean ghoulish torso. Yeah, make him full ghoul. Why not? Alright, and then we want to go to the throne room. We'll go chat with Sasan. They did not want this to be easy. You have to go around a whole deal. I really wish that the music choice was persistent. But it's not, it's just this.
Yes, my liege?
Hermosa told me my arena's ready for improvement. Okay. She's got something else for me, probably something to do in the fjords. Oh, is that an hour already?
Back for more? I'm ready for another round if you are.
What's on your mind? You seem a bit distracted somehow.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of my sister, Kali. She's Black Ring.
Come again?
I know it is hard to believe, but alas, it is the truth. My sister she's a monster, and I want her dead. Kali desires power, nothing else. And to get it, she killed our father, who was a famed weaponsmith in the employ of the Divine Paladins. She took from him Myrthos, the Sword of Power. I cannot touch her. Not on her flying fortress. But you are powerful enough to end her evil life and bring me the sword, so that my father may be avenged. Do this for me, and I will ensure the power of that great weapon will enhance the glory of our arena even more.
Almost leave.
I'll be waiting for you.
I bet. Alright, cool. I'm always down to go kill people for weapons. It's a big part of what I do around here, actually. Okay, I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's return. We should pop right back into that Oblivion Gate. And here we are. So let's deal with this, and then I'll try to remember when I'm done to go off and,
Arise, my pet!
do something, to go back to the throne room and see if our boys are back. Pretty sure there's 3 islands to deal with here, unfortunately, so it's gonna be a lot, but let's take it step by step. Okie dokie. I'm gonna fall back a little bit. Perhaps our little guy can come get involved. There he comes. And a level up. Something about this game really makes me want to play Fable again. I suppose it's just because Fable is a very simple ARPG, isn't it? Significantly less complicated than this. But similar gameplay loop. Similar sort of way you interact with the game. Alright, just in time. That was easy enough. Let's see. Nothing to see here. And all manner of... Did that say Turkish delight? Or did that say eaten turkey dish? Very good. Still looking for that Drew.
Another one to add to the collection.
Maybe the goblins will have some. You'd think I would have been able to get some from the guy. Part of me feels like I should stop turning down quests, but I don't know. That quest felt like it was either execute the guy or fail the quest. You know, that was my thinking. It's surprisingly, I don't think they meant for there not to be music here, but it's really weird that there's not music here. We're good on Master Herbalist, yeah, so yeah, let's oh, potion efficiency. We'll get potion efficiency up to max. That was the plan. Then we'll start just picking whatever I want, really. Let's assign some points. We've only got 4. Let's just get intelligence up to 37. Get that up to 40, and then we'll probably focus dex until it's at 100 and see if the flavor text updates at all. Let's see. Nope, that's not how you do this. I like this floating tree. Something tells me if that tree's not there, the whole level doesn't work. Oh no, not that. Wrong button. Oh my god, I can never remember the controls. I keep doing that. I'm trying to hit 1. I'm hitting Q. Honest mistake, I guess. This game also kind of makes me want to play Dragon Age 2. Okay, I'm just fat fingering it at this point, not hitting 1 properly. Okay, lightning tower needs to go. That's a problem. Perhaps What's one of these?
No
oh
good.
My God, stop that.
Walk.
Oh boy, there's a lot more than 3 islands. Most of them are quite small though. I may as well go around and deal with all of these. Oh, this is a good opportunity to actually see. It does look... I'd have to listen to it myself because they're close enough. It looks like the dragon combat sounds are noticeably lower than how loud my voice gets, but not quite as low as I'm used to it being. So if anyone is listening right now and has the capacity to tell me, I would appreciate it if you could tell me if I'm being drowned out by all the breath attacks and stuff. But if not, no worries.
Oh, I don't feel too good.
Okay, I thought I was
No good.
somewhere a
I'll have
lot
to
safer than this.
My wounds are brave.
Yeah, that sucks. I have no idea where my last save is either. Oh, that really sucks. That's rough. That's a whole 16 minutes to load back. Just to hear, though. Okay, have I sold all my stuff, or do I have to go do that again? We've got a short note. We've got to go. Okay, we've got to go repeat that whole process.
Take my dragon
everything
form
that I did here. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I should have remembered to save. I should have been more careful as well. All right, throne room. Talk to these and send them out for the same stuff.
My duty and my pleasure. Great, as you command.
Success. Here you go. Immediately.
I brought you the exquisite. Thank you, kind commander. At once, my liege.
Okay, let's
take my
do this a
dragon
little bit more efficiently this time. We will go to the skill training arena.
Back for more? I'm ready for another. You did? I'm glad to. Now, let's take this as a...
I'll take the... Oh, these change, so it's not ghoulish arms I can give anymore. I'll just take the XP then. And I'll just get your quest now, so I don't have to come back.
Sorry. I know it is. My sister Khalid is. I cannot do this for. Let's get it on.
Nope. Let's do it. All right, thank you. Looks like you can just buy skills from her, as far as I understand. These aren't like unique things. It's just buying things so that you don't have to get the XP for it. Now to the... let's go to the alchemy garden, try and drop some stuff off.
The esteemed master. I'll be experimenting.
And we'll do the same thing at the workshop.
Esteemed dragon.
May your day.
Okay, and we need to go to the necromancy ring. Whereupon...
Igor is ready to... It shall be my...
we want a ghoulish head on this boy, but I don't think... Oh no, and some clean ghoulish legs. We just won't get the arms, but that's fine. He'll be alright. Now we teleport to the throne room. And just out of curiosity, yeah, no. Surely you must at least leave Sentinel Island for them to come back. We'll go speak with Sasan, put some stuff away. Let's actually put some stuff away first. Anything that... Yeah, crafting materials and books. Okay, all of this can be sold. I'm gonna double check what that scroll actually says. And just out of curiosity, do we have multiple stacks of anything by now? Or you'd think we would end up having more fat fern than that. We do have multiple stacks of whisperwood. We've just started the second one. Okay. And yeah, I must have... Well, let's go ahead and read these books. Dragon skill book. And a stats book. And a skill book. And... we can sell those. I want to just check the scroll
Crumpled
real
note
quick.
contains a enclosed. You find 1/4 of a seal. Find the tomb in the Orobas fjords, where 3 others will wait.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm gonna just keep that on me because it seems like it's kind of supposed to be a quest item. Maybe it's not. Maybe I have the info that I need now, but I'll keep it on me just in case. Okay, and man, my throat's getting kind of sore kind of fast. I'm getting the impression that it might end up having to be a shorter stream today. Which is unfortunate, but it's fine. I think I started saying this earlier, but I got distracted. I've been thinking more and more lately about, for one thing, splitting the Tuesday stream up in half and doing like 1/2 on Tuesday and 1/2 on Thursday or something. 4 hours of Divinity to 4 hours of just the completionist run stream. Of course, if I did that, I'd probably switch it to be Mondays and Wednesdays rather than Tuesdays and Thursdays, just so that it's like, if there's a cocktail stream, I have a day where I'm not streaming. You know, I kind of need Thursday to potentially go out and do any little bit of grocery shopping I need to do. So if I did that, I guess I would switch to doing this on Mondays rather than Tuesdays, Mondays and Wednesdays. I'll have to think about it. But I think if I did that, I would also consider still doing 8-hour streams both days, but having, do 4 hours of the Divinity stream, 4 hours of the completionist run stream, and then actually end the stream and go take my lunch break, and then come back, with a more productivity-focused stream that doesn't actually get uploaded to YouTube or anything, and probably doesn't even keep the VOD going, because I would kind of like to be playing whatever music I'd like during streams like that. In which case, I don't really want to keep the VOD on there, even if I set it so that the actual music recording doesn't end up on the VOD. But I don't know. That's something I need to think a little bit more about. Anyway, I'd like to unload some stuff on
Yes,
Sasan.
my liege. It is Dragon Knight.
I want you, Sasan, to first and foremost take this. You can't afford anything else, so I will leave you there. Goodbye.
See you later.
Okay. We've got some skills. Potion efficiency. And just the one stat point. Bump intelligence up to 34. Alright, let's go. I think we're all good here. We've received the quest and everything, yeah. Cool, we were able to do that pretty quick. Now, let's go deal with this lot, shall we?
Arise, my pet.
And there's another level up. You love to see it. I do think we're still in some active engagement, maybe? Maybe not. We can just do this real quick anyway. Accept, and hero, 38. Get intelligence up there. Alright. Ow. Ow. Oh, very tanky demon chief for a change. Didn't see that coming. everything's a little tanky all of a sudden. I feel the need to make sure there's nothing I need to know about on my... Oh, cool. Well, yeah, no, if it's not a straight-up notification that I would see by looking at my lock screen, it's not something I need to worry about right this second. Okay. Right. Let's loot this little island, and then we'll go around and deal with all of the dragon business in this little circle of oblivion. Little pocket of nemesis, if you will. But I won't. We're gonna keep calling it an oblivion gate, I think. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to see here. Let's actually quick save for a change, and then let me, we've got a couple things to do here. First and foremost, I think I'm gonna bump up Fire Sphere to max. I doubt that's something I'm gonna end up regretting. Now, I would like to equip Chainmail Dragon Tailpiece. Very good. Okay. Let's try and not lose so much health this time. We really should deal with the lightning tower. That does a lot of damage. Damage that I can't dodge. Yeah. It's got a cooldown on it. There we go. I think that was worth the trouble. Now let's deal with all the ballistas. Okay. Oof. Here, I'm gonna try something. Oh, that's a heal spell. Alright. I mean, a pretty damn good one as well. God goodness. God goodness. Doesn't have a great range. That's definitely more for the annoying little flying guys. Since my HP in dragon mode is proportionally linked to my HP outside of it, seems like it's a pretty good bet. Of course, you're not always going to be able to just turn into a dragon on a whim, but if you don't feel like taking a health potion, just turn into a dragon real quick where it's safe and heal up. And that, it's probably a pretty good way to go about it. Of course, mana is still mana, but since I don't really use mana for much as a human. Let's deal with that spawner tower. In fact, here's what we'll do. Hit him with one of those, hit him with one of those. Kind of hard to specifically target the nest tower. Yeah, and I was getting fucked up there. Hang on. And yeah, that's that. We're gonna want to get out of range of that ASAP. I guess I'll end up having to go back and listen to the VOD, because I don't really feel like doing the thing where I pull my phone out for this. Right, where is that shock tower? Should be my priority right about now. Where indeed? Because that's a spot. Oh, there it is. Alright. Let's deal with this. Ah, damn. Damn, alright. Really gotta be careful. I'm playing on easy as well. This shit is no joke, man. Alright. I'll be a little more careful.
No good. I'll have to walk.
Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, God. Okay. So you can get pretty easily stuck there. But, worth noting, the lightning towers actually don't, they do have to line up on you. And if you're quick enough, you can actually prevent them from doing so. You just have to get in real close and hang out here for an uncomfortable amount of time. It's very much a kill zone. Goodness gracious me. Alright. That's both of the lightning towers dealt with. We've still got some spawner towers that are going to be a problem, but for the time being, we can mostly just try and keep moving and we won't take too much damage. Nice. It's got a larger range than I realized. It's just when you're in the middle of all these things, it's quite difficult to avoid taking damage. It's everything down here. I'm gonna quick save. Really be doing that island by island. Oh, son of a bitch. Ah, man, I really wish the targeting was just like... I've kind of come to terms with the targeting not being very, me not having a whole lot of control over it, not having as much control over it in any given moment as I would like. But I wish it was a little snappier. I wish it was more willing to target something, like, if I glance at it for a moment. Because I can't really do drive-by fireballs the way I want to. Say Damien Dragon Killer? Bad business. Really just have to tank when you want to go in and do that, when they have these big fortified nest towers. At least there's some good range on the fireball. We managed to take all those things down to about half health though with that initial burst, so I can't complain too much about how that shook out. Let's go deal with the spawner tower over here. Cool. Alright, now these guys don't really look close enough for this to be worth the trouble, but let's see. Oh, I managed to take one of them out already. Yeah, that guy's gonna be an issue. Sick. Heal up a little bit, and you there. You're nearly dead. Damien Dragon Killer for 192 XP. Alright. We have officially made this place safe for dragons. Very nice. Let's go through and kill all the little guys. Starting with... This is where we came in, right? Oh, no, this is where we came in. We want to come up here to continue. Let's get a little guy.
Arise, my pet.
I always think of Arise, Son of Rome when I hear that. I never played Arise, Son of Rome. I kind of wanted to when it came out, but it was, I don't know. I had trouble seeing the hype, I guess. I mean, I saw the I had the hype for it, certainly, when they were initially talking about it, but when it came out, it just didn't didn't have the hype around it that made me feel like playing it. Okay, hey bud, let's... I wanted to take a moment to look at this crazy plant. Beautiful. Looks like it would clamp down on me if I went anywhere near those petals. I have no idea where the little guy went. Sounds like he's up there somewhere. There he is. I do think it was a good idea giving him that ghoul head, because he's more aggressive now because of the skills that doing so gave him. Damn. Nice. Still got this guy, and I think I'm gonna have to back way off. There's a wizard behind me throwing... What are these? Arcane bolts? Stop that. Nice. Little guys over there just putting work in. We're doing okay here. Certainly playing on easy goes a long way. But I'm starting to think it might be a good idea to think up things to talk about while we're doing these arduous little dungeon crawls. Just gonna let the little guy get on that. What do we got here? Gold, whisperwood, fossil, and a moonstone. Another statue of Damien with his 2 swords. Very cool. Oak tears.
Shiny.
What do I have to do? What do we have to do to get this guy targeted? Just that, huh? Okay. He's got heal spells, which is annoying. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up having to call it half a stream. I don't know, I don't think I'm getting sick. I certainly hope I'm not getting sick, but I didn't get enough sleep, I think, is part of it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling up for a whole 8 hours today, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We don't have to do 8 full hours of streaming every week. But yeah, I don't know, the idea is growing on me more and more. The only thing that gives me pause as far as doing 2 8-hour streams a week, splitting up the Divinity playthrough among them for the first half, and then switching over to more productive stuff to just, you know, stream for the sake of streaming. Of course, I would have to get into some good flows as far as what I work on. I would have to establish some good workflows, this is a better way of putting that. First golden amulet of the Avenger. Range damage, dex, +3 to my Ranger. Shit, alright. Some empty charm slots on there. Let me compare it at least. Yeah, compared to Jackson's amulet, which just gives me +1 to evade. I'll take it. I don't think you can level skills past max, but the other things that does for me are also pretty good with the range damage and the dex buff. But yeah, the thing I'd have to sort of think about is whether or not I'd actually want to end the stream just for a 30-minute break. If I was going to end the stream, I would go ahead and make it a full 30-minute break for lunch. But that's weird, I feel like, because you kind of just don't... You don't really want to do a raid, right? And then just come back 30 minutes later, because most of your lurkers are over at the other channel, and that's the point of a raid, right? To just kind of drop people off. So I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time I'd done 2 streams in a day. That used to be what I did. I would do like an hour or 2 of Animal Crossing at the beginning of the day, and then I'd come back in the afternoon, or my afternoon, to do whatever the main plan was for the day. It worked well enough, I suppose, but I don't know. Kind of like clustering things, I guess. That's why these streams are 8 hours long, because it gets it all done right then and there. Very much focused. And that is kind of the whole deal, isn't it, with Tireless Tuesdays? It's about really sinking into the game. Dedicating a day to being a part of this world. Yeah. That's part of the branding, too. Maybe it would be better if I wanted to double how often I stream and have half of that time, aside from Friday streams, and have half of that time be dedicated to more productive things than gaming. Maybe I should just dedicate an 8-hour stream to it. It probably wouldn't be an 8-hour stream, though, if I did that. The actual streams where I'm working on stuff and streaming would more than likely end up being like 4-hour streams, I would think. Similar to the time frame on the cocktail streams. 4 or 5 hours, thereabouts. See if I can just negate this. Yeah, nice. Sick. 1,610 XP for that. I'll take it. Great ways to level these little areas. Now, I could turn into a dragon real quick and just land up there. Looks like my little guy needs to be resummoned. But I don't really want to go to all that trouble, especially when sometimes they'll just rush down and attack me. Okay, but that's fine. I was really just trying to line up a shot on you, if you want to come down here and make it easy. Nice. I do love it when my DPS can outpace their healing magic. He dropped 201 gold. It's nothing to sneeze at. Part of my motivation for shortening these streams has been the viewership that I've been seeing over the past 2 weeks. We definitely have been dropping viewers pretty gradually after the 4-hour mark. Part of me feels like it wouldn't be a bad idea to shorten these streams and spread them out into a time slot that's a little better for the people who come to the streams, but I don't know. There's also the thing about, like, when you're still below 10 average viewers, it's not like you have a whole lot of useful data. Your sample size isn't large enough to really tell you a whole lot about what's best for your schedule. You kind of just have to do what works best for you. And for the past year or so, this has been what's best for me. And like I said, I do really like sticking in with the game for an extended period and dedicating the day to the game.
Another one to add to the collection.
My thinking for why it might be kind of fun to do some, you know, streams geared towards more productive ventures is, I've been doing some 3D modeling recently, getting back into that, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's been a long time since I've been messing around with Blender or anything, but it's been fun getting back into it, and it feels like the kind of thing, maybe not necessarily Blender, not until I get reaccustomed to working in Blender, but it feels like that kind of work would be really fun to stream. Not necessarily just Blender, but like video editing, you know, at least the more drudgery kind of tasks in video editing. Making art for Twitch, as far as like channel banners and all that. Things of that nature, things that don't demand all of my attention all of the time. I think that's exactly the kind of stuff that if you're going to stream parts of your content creation process, you can absolutely go in that direction. I don't know. Like, the people who really are successful on Twitch stream pretty much at least most days out of the week. And I feel like if I ever want Twitch to be a substantial part of my income, in addition to a wide variety of other content creation ventures on YouTube and elsewhere, wouldn't be a bad idea to try and monetize a little bit more of my time via Twitch. But it's tricky, I don't know. This has always been a very lurk-friendly stream, and I feel like streams like that, where a lot of what you're doing is just trying to be productive, it goes a long way to have a little bit more of an active community. Not that I take any issue with my more passive community as I have it. That's fine. That's been kind of the goal. So I can't really complain. But for the streams that I'm having in mind lately, it might be better to try and grow a little bit more before they get their reach their full potential. But we'll see. It's just a lot to think about, and I'm just thinking aloud, as I often do. Okie dokie. Part of it would definitely be figuring out what would and wouldn't work for a stream for me. I don't see myself having a whole lot of fun doing writing or research on stream. I think that's something that I very much just have to lock in, put on some music and do in my own time. But video editing, I could see at least a lot of video editing, a lot of the process of video editing, probably not a first pass, but like second, third, and fourth passes. Of course, the issue with streaming that kind of thing is that you are largely spoiling the entire video that you're putting out, so maybe it kind of has to be more about parts of the video or graphics for the video, that kind of thing. Really contain your work so that you're not ever doing a full pass of any part of the process on stream. Little guy hasn't been here for a while. I forgot to bring him back. A lot to think about. I'm really trying to take content creation a little more seriously lately. Definitely feel some worry today that I'm just not, I don't know, I feel like because I'm a little more tired, a little more run down today, it's harder to be as entertaining as I would like to be. But I also think if you're gonna do really long gameplay streams, you can't worry too much about that. You're gonna have your highs and lows, your ups and downs. That's kind of the point of, you know, making more use of clips and sharing those out. it's not always going to be a clip-worthy moment every second, right? That's why you hold on to the clips that are clip-worthy and share them out, drive more traffic to you. That's something I need to start doing. That's something I need to start taking more seriously, because it's something that I've never put much effort into. It's not something I've never put any effort into. Sharing my clips, creating thumbnails even for these VODs that realistically I don't think the VODs on YouTube are ever going to do super well. They're really more, I did that more for me so that there is an archive that I can go back and look on, so that anyone can go back and look at it. But thumbnails do make people more likely to click on your video, help you to stand out a little bit more, so I should go to the trouble every time I start a new game for these Tuesday streams to make a thumbnail for them and reuse that with different text for each one. But it's a process, you know? You don't come out of the gate swinging with this sort of thing, and sometimes you take 5 years to start swinging, but you get there eventually. I certainly wouldn't be the only content creator who actually started getting some traction on Twitch because after years of not taking it seriously, they started actually taking it seriously, so. Best time to start is right now. Well, best time to start is yesterday. Second best time to start is right now. Definitely need to commit to more achievable video essay ideas. Things that aren't going to take months of work. And, months of research, and then, you know, another month or two of editing and recording. I'd really, really like to have a turnaround time on videos of 2 months. I think that would be kind of ideal. I would absolutely be fine with putting out 6 video essays a year. I think that's fine, especially if I have a presence on other platforms. That's pretty realistic, I feel.
Arise, my pet.
With larger projects that I work on more in the background and put out as like big things, maybe once a year. I think as far as if you look at the length and the amount of work that went into the fight versus flight video, that would be the kind of effort I'd want to put in over the course of a year. I probably would want like, you know, an hour and 20, hour and 30-minute video, no more than once a year. I don't want that to be the norm for my video essays. I'd like to try to make the next one a 30-minute video, but we'll see. That's where the trick of limiting the scope comes in, which I've never been good at. I think that's something a lot of creatives can sympathize with. Having a hard time keeping your scope narrow. Scope creep and all that. Something we all contend with.
Bring it on!
And sometimes that can produce very, very good videos, but sometimes it, you know, gets very waffly. Goodness. Could we perhaps all group up at the door? It's crazy they've designed the walls so that the archers can't shoot out. They can only shoot in. It's honestly, I mean, it kind of works in their favor sometimes, because
pitiable louse.
Sometimes, as a result, you just get bombarded with arrows as soon as you walk through the gate, and everyone's attention is on you. It can be pretty deadly. I felt very nostalgic for Kingdom Come Deliverance right before the stream started today, which was nice. I like being nostalgic for games that I was starting to get tired of towards the end. It's a good feeling. It makes me excited to play the second game, which I probably will at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. Archmage's power belt of the snake gods. KCD2 probably still gets good enough traction on Twitch without being so watered down as far as a lot of people playing it that it probably wouldn't be terrible for my numbers. Not that I'm too terribly consumed with the numbers of it all, but I am trying to make a career out of this if at all possible. That would be great. It would work very well for the kind of person that I am, being able to be my own boss in this specific way. Assuming I could be a little bit better of a boss to myself than I have been up to this point. Ups and downs, you know. I knew there was at least one more of you fuckers. When is he gonna decide to start shooting me, I wonder? Yeah, didn't take much. Unfortunately, our boy doesn't really have any means for dealing ranged damage. Or dealing damage at range, since technically there's a difference. Whoa! Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, you're playing Derail Valley. Nice, man. I mean, I'm sad I missed it. Welcome in, Cream. Welcome in, Raiders. Very good to see everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I think all of you know who I am. I'm not going to do the whole exhaustive intro, but it's very good to see everyone. If you have to raid and run, no worries. Hey, away!
You fucking funga the booty, you gabagool.
Gabagool and whatnot. Very good. Thank you very much. 60 months. There we are. 5 years of Cream subs. If you have to raid and run, no worries. Completely understand. You're just coming off of a stream yourself. I hope it was a good one. Very cool to see that you were playing on Derail Valley again. Thank you for the sub. 60 months. So, that Creamiversary cocktail that you redeemed like 5 months ago. We'll go ahead and we'll make a point to make that. It's a shame that couldn't line up quite as well, but probably won't be the next. It'll be the third Friday in August if everything goes to plan. We'll go ahead and make that drink. We're gonna make 2 cream drinks on the next, the first Friday in August, and then we'll make the Creamiversary on the 3rd. And it'll work out pretty well, decently timed, all things considered. 5 years of Cream subs. Welcome in, Furious. Good to see you too. Who are you, Jack? Billy, tell me. I suppose we could set it up so that Billy could introduce us. I don't hate that idea. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Furious, how are you? Cream, how was your stream? Just so you're all aware, I think today's gonna end up being a short one. I'm feeling a little run down today. Little low energy, and I think it would be in my best interest to just do a 4-hour stream. None of this 8-hour business, not today. Maybe I can do a little bit more quiet, productive work after the stream. Semi-productive, hobby stuff, but you know, still fun. Still the kind of thing that makes me feel like it was a day well spent. Stream was pretty good, although my camera just completely stopped working, so I had to play a game. Oh, well shit, at least you had a good game to play. That's a shame. I wonder, is it your camera on your phone specifically, or was it the connection between your phone and your computer? Suppose you'll find out on your own eventually. You feel better soon? Drink some Lemsip? Lemsip? You're always hitting me with Britishisms, Furious. Not seeming to understand that these are not universal things. Yes, hobby stuff is productive. You're making stuff with your hands. You're getting your brain active. That's productive. Exactly. You're broadening your horizons. You're learning new skills. You're right. I shouldn't have doubted myself. Okie dokie. Well, I think that's this island. Let's go dragon mode.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
I cannot take my dragon form here. Who's next then? What? It looks like this is just one big island, and it looks like that's where you're meant to enter. Shall we do a little perimeter sweep? Actually, we may as well enter from out here. This low point. Or here. We've got options. Tell you what. Let's go down here to start. Look at these absolute losers. Is it just me, or is this the exact same armor that the Dragon Slayers wear? Very strange. I think it's my internet, to be honest. Like right now I can load you on my phone, but my computer refuses to load your stream. Earlier it was the other way around. I couldn't load a single thing on my phone. Didn't drop a single frame on stream though, so I have no idea what's happening. That is weird. It almost sounds like some, I don't know, network interference. It's kind of going back and forth between your phone and your computer. That is strange. I hope it's not a lasting issue and it resolves itself, so you don't have to do a lot of stressful troubleshooting. Internet issue sounds likely. Glad they put physics on those crates. Surprised that it works. Little skeleton here with a spear in his chest. All the ways to go in Nemesis. Alright, well, they just put this down here for fun. Cool. I do like the landscape in the background in this one. It's not quite as lava-y. It's a lot more craggy. Last place was pretty much just a lava pit all around us. Like we were in the center of a volcano. But this speaks of a landscape, of a world. Let's get our little guy in on the action. Already almost at another level up. I have no idea who's going to be at the end of this little Nemesis portal, but it's probably going to be one of the people for whom I have a quest objective.
Bring it on!
It's very selfless at the end there. He was about to die, but he used his heal spell on his friend. They'll sing tales of them. Well, they would if it didn't happen in that corner where no one could see. Or if I wasn't going to kill every person in the area. Sorry guys, you shouldn't have worshipped the literal worst person in the lore. I don't know what to tell you. This Damien guy, he doesn't have your best interest at heart. Of course, the Black Ring was around before Damien. But they are worshipping the demon that he embodies. They were, anyway. Who's to say what they believe in now? I think it's mostly just generic bad guy stuff. You don't gotta worry too much about it. Where on earth is the little guy?
Arise, my pet!
Go on. Goddamn, guys. There's a whole wizard camp out here.
Die!
I went to wizard camp when I was a young lad. It was pretty cool. It was a lot like astronaut camp, but like, you know, way more awesome. A lot of flash paper, though. There was a centaur. At least I remember him being a centaur.
Take that!
And they're dropping stuff, let me guess. Yep. Somewhere between 100 and 200 gold. Like clockwork. How was Derail Valley, if you're still there? Obviously no worries if not. I did tell you. You're welcome to raid and run. But, was it easy getting back into Derail Valley? Something tells me it wasn't. Imagine there were many, many things to remember. This crane model has been reused over and over again since Broken Valley. It's a nice little crane. Alright, let's max out potion efficiency. And get intelligence up to 40. You have average intelligence for a human. You're unlikely to win any great fame as a wizard, but you might like to give the profession a try. And dexterity doesn't change past like 60. And you cannot level things past 100. That's very good to know. Okay, so we got our dex maxed out ASAP. Now I guess it's just a matter of... I guess we're probably just going to level intelligence and vitality until they're maxed out as well. This must mean that there's... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the game doesn't have a hard level cap, but there's surely a soft one. I mean, there's definitely a soft one as far as how much XP you can get in the game. Pretty good. It's a fun game, nice and chill. Only did one delivery and I went the complete wrong way, but still got it done for the time bonus. Yeah, honestly, the initial train is actually extremely easy to drive, like riding a bike. Oh, nice. Flip on all the switches, take off the handbrake, attach your cargo, and go, basically. When you get into the later trains, like Steam, those are much more complicated. I see, I see. Well, at least there's a nice little introductory train. I always figured that would be the kind of game where you really had to just reread the manual if you set it down for too long.
Pitiable louse!
Now we're in the fortress proper. I'd love it if you guys would all just group up together. Looking forward to getting some explosive arrows. Oof. If they stagger you at the wrong moment, you get hit with a lot of damage. And all the other projectiles you have to worry about. I will say, I'm really looking forward to engaging with this story world outside of an ARPG. I think it's going to be a lot more fun when it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Less redundant, less monotonous, more gravity given to any given encounter. I actually wish it was more involved, to be honest. There are a decent few systems and different trains do work differently, but mostly it's actually very easy. That does incentivize you using the more complicated trains, though, like the Steam one, which is good, yeah. That makes sense. And didn't Derail Valley get like a full release recently? I know I saw it on the Steam front page. But I barely even look at the Steam front page anymore. Just not interested in buying games. Don't need any more, not for a while anyway. Like I didn't even see like what the theme of the summer sale was because I just didn't look. Oh, added clock. The steam train, there might be two, is actually the same train that Thomas the Tank Engine is, which makes me very happy. We do love a bit of Thomas. More faces on trains, that's what I say. The game gave me an autosave before going in here. It's been very generous with the autosaves in general in this little pocket of Nemesis. God damn. It's a pretty good DPS from this crowd, huh? Why are they always goblin beholders? Are beholders in the Divinity universe strictly goblin? Gotta get my DPS up. Really? The cooldown for that just kind of reset entirely. That's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna fall back a little bit. He's gonna get a heal off, I'm almost certain. Oh, okay, apparently not. I only got 715 XP for that. We're really dropping off on XP rewards now. They announced B100 recently, which is the final early access update. And they announced their first DLC releasing the same day as B100, but the release date is late 2027, but 2028 is more likely, so I don't know why they bothered. Yeah, it's odd. I feel like you shouldn't release DLC until you have a full release. That's just me. I get that it's like a whole different scene, kind of a whole new world without any real conventions or rules in the early access indie dev world. But I feel like we should start making some rules, and that should be one of them. No DLC until you're out of EA. But part of the appeal of indie development is that there aren't really conventions. The handful of individuals working on any given game can kind of do whatever they want. Goblins in Divinity consider their language to be holy, so they only write it in holy shrines and burial tomes. So since they can't write anything down, they have goblin beholders who watch everything, learn everything, and pass the stories down to young goblins via spoken word. Well, that's really cool. I'm always learning things about goblins in Divinity that make it seem like they really should have a seat at the table in the wider, like, group of civilized races. Of course, if they're not writing language down, maybe that's part of the problem. But that's neat. Centralizing an oral tradition among the goblin lore. I like it. Oh no!
I cannot take my dragon form here.
No. Okay. Let's quick save before that happens again. I don't think there's anything else to see down here. I really wish I could get a better idea of what I could see as a human as a dragon, but it's alright. It would kind of trivialize the game if you could just fly around just roasting people as a dragon. Well, I wouldn't mind at one point having some kind of power fantasy where I am allowed to do that. Just want to make sure. I think there was a door leading out of here. Yeah. Let me just double check here. Right, so I can... Oh, yeah, that's right. I've already been that way. That was the entrance I started at, but chose not to go through. Cool. Let's go up. Roasting people. A dragon flies overhead. Nice shoes, dickhead. Flies away. I think that's how dragons would really be. Dragons, I think, would be so powerful that generally they wouldn't even bother attacking. They don't need to. They can just enjoy their hordes. So why not just go around and make humans feel bad for being so pathetic? Ow. God damn. 5 things at once hit me. Alright, we're coming up to the final showdown for this gate. Like I got 2 heal spells back to back. They couldn't wait. It's a good thing these guys are so stupid. Alright, alright. Well, hang on. What's going on up there? Let's get the little guy involved. We need more little guys around here. Glad it's giving me these autosaves, but I kind of wish it gave me one before I... Oh god, I've been polymorphed into a bug. Okay, guys. Alright, listen. You did well. You stunned me as soon as I came in. But that's enough. This is my power fantasy. And where were you, little guy, while I was a bug? I'd be there for you if you were a bug. Oh, god damn it. You see, this is... I really like that this is a thing that just happens. It's a really great strategy, actually. Just polymorph your enemy into a bug. And what will they do? I don't blame you for not feeling too good. Let's run away. I don't want to use a potion, so it doesn't really feel like that's necessary at the moment. Guys, give me a break. Where is the little guy? He should be here.
I have been poisoned.
That might be the explosive arrow I've heard so much about. That's a good way to retreat. I actually saw a fun little comic yesterday about dragons. These 2 adventurers who speak English encounter 2 dragons. One of the humans says, "Don't worry, I speak dragon," and says something in Draconic. One dragon says, "What are they saying?" And the other says, "Don't worry, I speak human," and then speaks Chinese. I thought it was really funny. That's good. Yeah, I really like that.
I must find a cure. This poison is killing me.
Good lord. These rangers are way more deadly than anyone else I've encountered up to this point.
Help.
Let's hold off, as per usual, on going into the fortress proper. We're gonna walk through this funny little rock here. Okay, maybe that's a bad idea. Let's save, and then fuck around with the funny little rock with... Okay, you can just clip right through there. Good. There's a whole encampment down there.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
Please. Right, so have I already dealt with that? Yeah, I've seen all that. We're good, we're good. Let me just lie around here, make sure there's nothing else to see. There's a little fighter there, but honestly, he's only a problem when I'm a dragon. So, won't even deal. Get our little guy.
My pet.
Probably shouldn't have used this ranger buff so quick, but we'll try and make the most of it. Ow! Always with the rangers. They're my worst enemy. It's really the best class in the game by far. I don't know though. I can see mage being a lot more fun in this game than it was in Divine Divinity. But you're so mobile. Dodging is such a I don't know, it feels like a really important part of the game, just dodging with your own skill as a person. And that feels very Ranger. Of course, I could be doing it with pretty much any other class. Can't really dodge quite as effectively as a melee fighter, I guess, but I could certainly be doing it as a mage. Oh god. Oh no. There we are. Creature actually did some good work there. Let's start calling him Creature. But I don't know. I prefer little guy. He's fucking tanking a lot of damage over there. Gotta give it to him. My mailman just delivered a book I ordered, and I said thank you as he was walking away, and he turned and went, shit, you're welcome, and skedaddled away. Apparently I have a very socially anxious mail. It sounds like it. I'm sure he was in a hurry as well. It was the first time anyone had thanked him.
Use a
He
potion
panicked.
right about now. Oh, I don't feel too good.
You'll be okay, Slayer.
Victory is mine.
You see?
Another one to add to the
Have ye
collection.
little faith.
I could use a potion right about now.
Okay. We're just gonna. There you go. Alright. Oh, I love it when they come down from their little ramparts.
Oh, I don't feel too good.
Fucking multi-shot. I don't even think I would use it very often if I had it. I mean, I guess I would probably use it to try and attack multiple enemies at once, but they're consistently using it just to make sure that one of their arrows hits. It's kind of what you have to do. They don't have player skill on their side. Hey, nice. +2 crit chance, +4 crit chance, +47 to mana. Very good. It's been a while since we found a piece of the hunter set, so let's... What shall we replace it with? Well, I've already got an empty ring slot that really had no business being empty, but it takes the ambiguity out of this. So that's just 2 so far. Oh no, we've got the belt as well. We still need the gauntlets, leggings, cuirass, necklace, earrings, bracelet, and bow. We'll get there. Be the first time I'll actually have a set bonus active. Hopefully, assuming I haven't missed anything. There have been some chests that I've been unable to unlock. Oh, nice heal, bud. I'm sure your friend appreciated feeling a little bit better as they were dying. Yeah, hang on. I knew there was something I hadn't seen. This ramp appears to go to absolutely nowhere. I wish I could remember the name of the lady with the house that kept building staircases and doorways to nothing. I think that's in San Francisco, but I could be wrong. Gold, epic, liches, elite, noble, cuirass of hope. Cool. Okay, up the ramp. This will be the last bit of the island. And there is one more of these in the Oribus Fjords, but I think I'm going to save it for after we've dealt with the goblins. Because I really don't want to do this exact same environment back to back. Getting a little laggy up here. What on earth is waiting for me in that fort? Quick save. Hello? No cutscene? Okay. Oh, did the little guy just die? Hang on. Well, he's gonna need a moment. We're on our own. You fucker. Oh my god, look at them all. This isn't good. Oh, I deactivated that on accident. 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 Oh, I deacti Oh my good lord. I do like it when they all group up at the door because I have some walls that I can kind of hide behind while I reverse direction. I have to hold still for a second while I'm doing so. But if they all come out of that door at once, I'm gonna have a lot to be dodging constantly. Really surprised none of them have been using spells that I can't dodge. Alright, little guy is a go.
Get him, boy.
Let's get our DPS up. I'm surprised he went after the little guy immediately. That's... yeah, I thought it was fully based on damage, but maybe it's just a new enemy comes up and they target it by default. Nice. What do we got then? Another demon chief. Where were you when I was still kind? No, where were you when I was out there killing everyone else?
Another one to add to the collection.
What are you doing, little guy? He just kind of stands there and gets stuck on things. I don't get it. I'll turn around and see him all the way back at the beginning of a dungeon. Maybe he just gets scared sometimes. See, that, little guy, is precisely why you exist. To step in and stop skeletons from hacking at me with their axes. This is crazy. The Broheim community has a document where they explain how to print your own Mordheim rulebook, since it's been out of print since 2005 and it's very expensive to buy on eBay. They have all the artwork, text files uploaded, ready for download. It includes all the community erratas and rule changes in it too. So I put it together, ordered it from a website I've never heard of, and it's awesome. You genuinely wouldn't know this wasn't official. This is insane quality. Also, it came in 10 days and it was only $17. That includes shipping and tax. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. It's surprising too. I wonder what the legality of it is. Was Mordheim always like public domain? Did they never, or Creative Commons or whatever? Wouldn't be surprised if they just licensed it under Creative Commons when it first came out, but it was sort of like a, if you want an actual physical book, here you go. And so some companies have just decided to take up the mantle, which is very noble. Love to see that. I love media preservation. Especially when it's good services surrounding said media preservation, because it's not always. Though it seems to trend towards them being pretty solid, doesn't it? Especially compared to some other services, some non-royalty-free services. So we've got a teleporter. I'm assuming it's going to put us inside of a little interior dungeon. It's been the only one here so far. Ooh, rejuvenation, arms.
Another one to add to the collection.
Potion. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. That's all that. Save there. And go over here. Let's do it. See what we see. So legality is weird because Mordheim is a Games Workshop game set in the old world Warhammer setting. Actually, it's pre-old world by about 500 years. Oh, goodness. But same world nonetheless. But technically the ownership of it was actually always in the hands of Thomas Puinen, the guy who made it. So a number of years ago, he just released it all for free. Nice. Very nice. I'll take that. Another noble thing to do. Good God. Everybody at once, apparently. What are we looking at then? I love this table setup. Old message. We love reading old messages. My good friend Baal, the cuirass your smiths forged for me is grander than any other piece of armor I have ever seen, and I shall thank you with the gift of 100 human slaves. Long may you enjoy their torments and drawn-out deaths. Signed, Raze, General in the Army of the Damned One. Cool, I think I'm looking for a guy called Raze. We've got this sick guitar track back on playing. I'm pretty sure we heard this for the first time last week. Very, very nice. Love it. This feels truly epic. Let's go do it.
I must find a cure. This poison is killing me.
You're basically at full health. I think you're gonna be okay. I'm sure Warhammer could potentially do something about it if they really wanted to, but they haven't produced Mordheim for literally 21 years, and it was a thriving community worldwide. I think they know how much bad PR it would bring. Yeah, plus I'm sure plenty of people who play Mordheim do, do so using Games Workshop resources or not necessarily figures, right? I'm sure it's ultimately better for them to just keep that open. It would be like Games Workshop doesn't need any more hits to their PR, do they? Crystal Dragon leggings. Sick.
Another one to add to the collection.
And a very sad looking bed, but I guess it's raised. I mean, it's not necessarily sad. I mean, a RimWorld colonist would be thrilled with this bed, but I don't know. It's basically a stone bench with some cushion. I guess that's fine. I do like this. They've got all their folded sheets in the corner. They've really humanized this otherwise quite inhuman place. A key. Here. Exactly, yeah. I think, that's good though. That's good that it's still... It's cool to see something that's... I mean, public domain probably isn't quite the right word for it, but maybe it is, I'm not sure. I don't... There's probably not like an official licensing thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still officially licensed under... it was Thomas Puinen. But yeah, if he's never going to take any legal issue with people using it, it doesn't really matter. But it's nice to see communities built up around stuff like that. It's nice to see that sort of, those resources still being intentionally made open to that community. It's good stuff. It's very, very easy not to have any qualms at all about supporting that kind of thing.
This poison is killing me.
And you love that. Getting harder and harder to find media with which you don't have any qualms.
I have been poisoned.
Good lord. I don't know if that's what I can expect from explosive arrows, but I guess we'll find out. To put context on the bootleg book costing $17, it's printer paper size, paperback, and the inside is entirely black and white, but it's really high quality, bright white paper, and the cover is full color glossy. I'm genuinely really impressed. I think I'll use this website again. And it's 160 pages. 160 pages! I mean, even if it's, black and white on the inside, if it's good quality, if it's well bound, that's a big one for sure. I wonder if they do print on demand, or if it sounds like the kind of company that would, but print on demand isn't necessarily going to be low quality, and it sounds like they're doing a good job. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it's working out for you. That looks like it was supposed to be something. There's a lot of these little heat shafts rising around in seemingly random places a lot of the time.
Another one to add to the collection.
I like the set design of these temples quite a bit. Oh, I never even noticed the pipes. That's lava then, yeah. Pumping lava around for whatever reason. I suppose just, I don't know, thermoelectric power, something like that. Very cool. Print on demand, yeah, you build your book on there, so you upload your cover graphics, your inner text, etc. Oh, I see, okay. I got it into my head that the service was specifically working with More Time and you were getting it from there. I'm sure I just misunderstood what you wrote. Right, but no, that's cool. It's cool that they're... Hey, if they do that, then yeah, of course it would have to be print on demand. Mainly supposed to be for indie authors to print like 100 books at a time, but I had no issue just buying this one. Very cool, yeah. For $17 too for just a single one. They're not worried about like asking you to mass produce or anything. Very cool. Just nice to have a physical rule book. All right. A little bit of a detour there for seemingly no reason. Oh no. Okay. Pull the lever. Pull 2 levers.
So cold. It's too cold in here.
Gonna mind read them for 2,520 XP.
These boots of Ulthring are not warm enough. I need new ones.
You are living in a palace of fire surrounded by a sea of magma.
It matters not. The machines must pump faster. The fires rage higher. Steel must melt and flesh must burn. War is here and victory for the ring. Now it is too cold. Too cold. Now tell me who you are and what you are doing here.
My name is not important, but I shall be known as Damien's Bane.
Poor, misguided creature. Big dreams, little hope. But enough of this idle banter. I yearn for a fight. And do me a favor, would you? Don't go down too easily. A long, hard battle might warm me up a bit.
Why never go down too easily. Very selfish in that way. I mentioned that on my stream earlier. There really isn't any need for me to have the physical rulebook or collect old white dwarfs, but or have the Pathfinder rulebooks. It's all available online, but I like it. I like flipping pages. It feels... I know what you mean. I think probably a year or two ago, I really started, like, appreciating physical media a lot more. Because I used to be very much like, if I can just get the PDF, I'll just get the PDF, and that sounds more convenient. I do really like having searchable rulebooks in general, but I really appreciate physical media, not just for, like, the tactile nature of it, but for just how longer it's likely to last than a digital PDF. I watched a video last year, a video essay from Sarah Davis Baker about decay and how, you know, we tend to view digital documents and stuff, digital everything, like websites and all that, as sort of permanent, like they're going to be around so much longer, but they're really not. They decay just as much as all kinds of media, all kinds of buildings. And it made me appreciate actual books a lot more. Made me want to start, like, doing physical journaling and stuff. Not often. I've never been good about keeping a regular journal, but I think that would be nice. Made me think more highly of that sort of thing. Be careful, Sony might take away the books if you let them know they exist. They might just. I do think that whole, like, wanting a physical disc is a little misguided, personally, because, like, you're not fixing the problem of not owning your game by having the disc. They can still take away your rights to make that game work, even if you have the disc, especially with the way a lot of discs work these days. You would have to load the entire game on the disc itself and remove the DRM for people to actually own the thing that they buy. And a lot of the time, at least towards the end of discs being, I think let's here. Oh? Did we? I was just kind of autopiloting that. I guess he's out. Is that what's, yeah, okay, he's okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let's open these. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Because I don't think I did any damage at all to General Reyes there. There. Oh, did we kill him? No, we killed someone else. Got it. Fuck, man. Oh. I do appreciate that some of them will just stand there, mouths agape, waiting for me to do something. We need to kill all the little guys so that we can deal with General Reyes. But I am having a hard time staying alive. And I don't really want to activate my rogue ability, or my ranger ability, because
I could use a potion, right?
I don't really have time, and I can't really take the debuffs that I would get to vulnerability. I guess we'll take a greater healing potion. Let's do it. Let's try and increase our DPS, and I guess since we took that potion, just tank a little bit more of this. Because I don't think these guys are still spawning. What's going on? I feel like this could have been a little better communicated. I think he's healing. That's what I can come to understand about that.
Pitiable louse!
But as far as, you know, like, there's this pushback against GTA 6 for not including an actual disc. And I just feel like, first of all, if you really care about that sort of thing, maybe don't buy Rockstar games in general. But either way, you're fighting the wrong fight if what you're worried about is a physical disc to ship with your game. You know, your heart's in the right place, but you should be looking at data preservation. You should be looking at full access and removing this, you know, just no DRM in the games that you buy.
I don't feel too good.
What the fuck am I even doing here? We can do this. Clearly there's a trick that was supposed to, that they tried to communicate to me. Maybe you have to do this, and let's take another potion.
I don't feel too good.
And then focus him? I don't know. But then I just get swarmed by these guys. He's putting them out faster than I can keep up with. Maybe you have to keep these off while you damage him. This does seem to be an infinite source of XP if you wanted it, though. This is the issue, I guess, with being a ranger, is it does make it a little bit more challenging to focus enemies. Okay, yeah, that's, you want to look for those heat shafts and keep them off. Damn, guys. I hate burning through my potions like this, but you're not really giving me much of a choice. Keep that off. Oh, I literally just turned it off, but he got in there anyway. That's kind of shit. I have a very simple physical journal at the moment. Ash has been physically journaling for years, and I really like them. They help her mental health, but they're also just nice to look back at. So I have a much more basic version now, and it's nice. And then on Obsidian, I have a vault called My Brain, and I write a journal entry every day at 11 a.m. Sometimes they're super long, sometimes they're a few bullet points. Helps a lot, though. Gets stuff out of my brain, yeah. I've been considering using Obsidian for that sort of thing. I've been using Obsidian a lot more lately, but for journaling specifically, I don't know. I part of it is because I use source control, so all of my Obsidian vaults that I regularly use are also on... I won't say which service I use, but they do have some cloud accessibility, so I don't really want to put my innermost thoughts on there. But yeah, all the same, it's a good idea. I just want all my Ubisoft games on a shelf. That's I mean, yeah, I understand that for sure, and I understand people who want discs on their games. Like, I get it, but I do think a lot of that comes from nostalgia more so than it comes from thinking about your position on this sort of thing. DRM is the big issue. If discs worked the same way they did for the PS2, it would make sense. You have a disc, you have the game, but for years now, the disc has been superfluous. I remember buying Steep on PS4. You have the disc, sure, but we noticed you're not connected to the internet. No game for you, son, yeah. On a serious note, I download all my games these days, just way easier than relying on the postman. Yeah, no, I mean, I do get that as well. I mean, if that's the case, you can, if you want, just get a little crafty and buy some, like, old DVD cases and print out some cool cover art for your games. If you just want a cool shelf to display your collection. I get that, for sure. I really need to do that, but it looked way too daunting. You mean you're talking about source control for Obsidian? I do understand not wanting to go through all the trouble, because source control, I mean, Obsidian has their own built-in thing, of course, that you can pay for if you want, but I chose not to, because I don't want to have to pay for it. And then I think there's plugins that make it pretty plug and play, but I didn't use them. I'm pretty sure there's community plugins that make it work just fine as well. But I know how to set up source control, so I went ahead, or I kind of had to relearn how to set it up because I hadn't used it since I was in university, but... This is a frustrating fight. But I went ahead and went to the trouble and got it all set. Oh my god. I mean, they seem to be blocking each other at this point. Here, I'm gonna restart this fight because it's getting out of hand and I wasn't doing it properly, so... Oh, fuck me. This was a while ago. Alright, well, let's do that as a last resort. But I've used so many potions. I don't think I've been fighting for 17 minutes, though. This is gonna be some loss of progress. These guys are gonna kill me. Look at them. Look at all of them. Let's just see. It's about 12 minutes ago. Oh, wow. Okay, no, I genuinely was fighting him for 12 minutes. Alright. I don't know why the music changed. I just hit the space bar. But yeah, it seems like you have to just,
These boots of majesty now, I should not do it.
Seems like what oh my god, what you really have to do is just keep these off, and I imagine he goes over there and uses them when he gets to like 50% health. So I'm just gonna try and, yeah, this is the way to go about it. Just tank these guys with health potions if you need to. Hope they don't stun you by any means, and yeah, buff yourself and bada bing. Cool. Alright, guys. If I was getting more than 120 or 133 XP from each of these guys, I may have actually tried to farm them for a bit, but yeah, just gotta focus them. Raises Curus. Melee armor, magic armor. Looks pretty cool, but eh. Lothring's leggings. That's, I think that's 3 out of 4 pieces of that armor set now. Elder Paladin's normal heavy noble sword of the Firebat, Epic Hero's elite army helmet of spiritual power, and Paladin's delicate pewter ring of eternal burning.
This will help.
None of those look like they're up my alley, but good to see. Was that it? Was it just an encounter with him at the very end and then we can go? Looks like that's exactly the case. Very good. I do really like incorporating source control into my Obsidian notes. Of course, I'm using it in a very simple form. I'm not worrying about like version control. I don't really care about my notes having multiple different versions of my vaults on the cloud, in the repository. That's not something I'm worried about at all. It's just keeping the same version consistent across all my devices. Because it's nice being able to access my notes on Obsidian on my phone or on the streaming computer or on the gaming computer. Main productivity computer is really what it is. I don't just use it for gaming. It's what I edit videos on. It's what I use Blender on. All that. I think we're good. I think that's this whole place. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
All the way down. Well, this Oblivion Gate was significantly less arduous than the first one. It does help being leveled properly. Let's go kill some goblins, shall we?
I cannot take my dragon form here.
Oh. What the fuck happened there? I guess, yeah, be very careful about where you fly. Oh, fuck that. I'm gonna reload that save. I didn't realize I flew into the anti-dragon field.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
There you go. Let me take a quick look at these. Do I have any dragon skills available? I do. Oh, it's from before. And there you go. And we've also got chainmail tailpiece and some crystal dragon leggings, which I'm assuming are better. Didn't actually look at the stat comparisons. So there is still this, but I don't want to do that right now. What I would like to do is deal with all these goddamn goblins. Their absurd quantity of catapults. Or trebuchets? These are trebuchets. Deal with the nest tower first. It's weird that that nest tower looks exactly the same as Damien's nest towers, but it produces goblin flying things. Any other nest towers? I should probably focus those and then deal with all these fucking anti-air things. They must have some really competent engineers to be creating anti-air trebuchets that fire so accurately. How tanky are they? Take them out in one fireball compared to the two it would take to get Damien's ballistas. I suppose if you lived in a world with highly intelligent dragons, you'd focus heavily on it. That's true. That's a good point. Sorry, Jack, I gave them my trebuchet schematics for 2 gold chocolate coins. Well, Furious. You shouldn't even be dealing with these goblins. You know they don't write their history down. And some people say that they should be one of the major races. Who is Dolgan? You're Dolgan. That's you? Okay, Dolgan, come here. I don't have any other named creatures taking flight. Are you both Dolgans, or is one of you something else? Also, by the way, do let me know if the sound of the dragon's breath is completely drowning me out. I think it's okay, but I'm not 100% sure. This is indeed something else. You. I want you to go down first, now. Now. Okay, I guess I'll heal, but also... I missed Dolgan. Come here. 96 XP for killing Dolgan. I do love some chalky coins, though. Nah, Furious is right, actually. Well, perhaps I undervalued chalky coins. I haven't had a gold chocolate coin in a long time. Oh, these are things, too. Goblin hut. Right. So I can just go in and destroy their huts as well. This feels... I don't know, man. Maybe these guys are just defending themselves. Oh, there was the bit about them slaughtering the champions, though, wasn't there? Would have probably pushed it to 5 personally. C5 I would understand. Let them learn how to make trebuchets. Seems like their making trebuchets is the only thing that kept the champions from destroying them. Maybe it was okay. Maybe Furious was in the right. I don't even think there's gonna be actual, like, combat. like on-foot combat encounters down here, because I'm just destroying them top to bottom. I have no idea. I assume there's a dungeon somewhere back here. They only had 2. I was desperate. Was the chocolate good, at least?
I have the not unpleasant feeling the Red Hammer tribe will regard you as Apocalypse incarnate.
Hey. I did what I thought was right, I suppose. Now, I was under the impression that there would be kind of a confrontation with the head goblin. It was stale and cheap. I am displeased. You see, I haven't had a chocolate coin, like I said, in a long while, but I don't remember them ever tasting very good. It's weird. Up to this point, there's usually been, like, you do your dragon stuff, and then you come back down and you do... Oh, hang on.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
You do your dragon stuff, and then you come down and you do your stuff on foot. But, no, this time you kind of just come here to do dragon stuff. Very trivial dragon stuff at that. Really feels like I've left something undone. I don't like that feeling. Chocolate coins are like eating wax, but you can pry them out of my cold, dead hands. Valid. Welcome back, Ghost. They are shiny. No dungeon at all here. I guess they just felt like there was enough to do in the Oribus Fjords already. They didn't bother. This looks like something. Nope.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
Oh, well, there is this. This is just a teleporter. It's a nice teleporter, don't get me wrong, but...
No good. I'll have to walk.
I can fly now. Sometimes there are white chocolate coins, and they are lovely. Ah. I bet, though, that there are also very low-quality white chocolate coins. There's very low-quality white chocolate out there. At this point, since I've kind of established that there's no... Oh, this might be something. Since I've established there don't seem to be any actual goblin foot soldiers to deal with around here. Just a totem. I'm just gonna fly around as a dragon and look for points of interest or doors to dungeons more specifically. Yeah, nothing to see. That's surprising. I really expected a confrontation with the head goblin that was causing all the trouble, but maybe I burned him alive in his hut? I don't know. Anyway, I want to check out this airship. Is there anything of value here, I wonder? Oh, there's also a guy that I can turn more pieces of the airship into, I believe. He's over at the docks.
No good. I'll have to walk.
Well, despite the fact that it's going to be the stream's going to be half as long as normal, I think we're actually going to finish off the content in the Oribus Fjords, at least without going to Hightown or whatever it is. It's not called Hightown. Here's something. I knew we'd find something. First of all, where is this? Oh. Cool. All the way up here. And then that's down there, right? There's low quality chalky coins for sure, but it's a good low quality. Sometimes cheap chocolate hits in a weird way, but also I like to pretend I'm a pirate with a bunch of doubloons when I eat them. That's true. We do love having masses of wealth that spill out of your hands. That's a very fun sensation. Oh, and we're here. Right. Hey, you need any more airship parts?
The courageous mountaineer! Found any Zeppelin components?
Look what I've got. I believe you were looking for something earlier.
I can't believe it! Well done! Oh, looks like we'll have our fleet up and running again after all.
Catch you later.
Sure. And if you see a goblin, make sure it's his last day, eh?
I will. Alright. Where does this end up going? The shitty cheap 50 pence chocolate they sell in supermarkets, you know the one if you're a Brit. It's got the star shape indented in each piece. That shit hits. I see. We do love good quality, cheap goods. Or at least, highly palatable cheap goods. Have I been in here? Where am I? Alright, let me have a look at this door. It looks familiar. I think I've been in there. Sinister Cavern. Yeah, I think I made a joke about that. This is where Barnabas was? Yeah, okay. Really, because I do not remember this being here. Let me just double check. I'm almost positive that this is indeed... Yeah, this is where he was. If I fly into the middle here... Yep, okay. It's worth a check. When a bag of chalky coins is a mixture of colors, like some are gold and some are silver, oh, forget about it. I'm eating those. I'm eating those. Those are mine and no others. It is very pleasant to look at, isn't it? with the silver and the gold and maybe some little bits of copper. Jack just hasn't tasted the British ones. Jack doesn't know. Could be. It could be. They're like advent calendar chocolate, cheap and nasty, but so good. Interesting. Jack, if America didn't get independence, you would have these chocolate coins.
I cannot take my dragon
I
form
suppose. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, if I think it'd be interesting to figure out what circumstances would have to lead to the Americas still being a British colony at this point. Oh no, that goes to Broken Valley. We've got no business in Broken Valley, not yet. Jack, if America didn't get independence, the three of us would lord over you and make you do things. You'd be well within your rights to do so as well. I'd expect it of you, in fact. Oh, here we go. Now I understand. That makes sense. Okay, so we've got some flying to do to get back to where we were. First things first, no more oxygen for you. No, I need that. I need a little bit of oxygen. I don't need much, just what's in the air. Surely you're not allowed that authority. Surely. Okay, let's see. Where is that silly little dungeon? Right here. It's a goblin dungeon. I think they'll be mad at me. Yes, Fadofari Cave. Ghost, are you gonna turn Jack into a fish? Oh god, surely you're not allowed to do that. Now this guy might actually be chill. Maybe he knows what I just did, and he's gonna ask for mercy. I mean, honestly, if the French and Spanish hadn't started their rabble-rousing, America wouldn't have gotten independence. Well, not at the time when they did, anyway. Maybe later on. Personally, I think it would have happened around the late 1800s or the early 1900s instead. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I think, there was just a period when the UK was inevitably going to lose the rest of its colonies, and if America hadn't already gained independence, they probably would have. In addition to not having had to have fought a whole war over slavery, potentially. Can't know for sure, but, like, I don't think we would have had to fight a war over it if we'd stayed with the UK, but that's just my take.
Stop! Don't spout your fire breath in here. We do not want to fight you. Our master, Svadilfari, may the totems protect him, wants to talk to the Red Hammer's Scourge. Now I go. You'll not burn me, will you?
Okay. Let's do it then. I love the track down here. Not something I would choose to listen to, but it does feel very frantic goblin. Let's see. There was about a 60-year period where India rebelled, America rebelled, the Spanish attacked, the French attacked, Napoleonic Wars in general began, Russia got involved. It was a huge mess from like 1770 to 1830. Exactly. It was a good time for it, I suppose. If a bunch of wealthy land and slave owners were going to decide to start their own country, that was a good time for it.
A human. This is a fortunate day for Groth the storyteller.
I don't know how I even got in here to talk to you.
The name of Groth shall be famous, and goblins respect it as writers.
Fortunate. I kind of torched your village, actually.
It was bound to happen. Svadilfari sent our tribe on the path of war. He gambled, and he lost. Which is why the request I have is all the more important. Did you know goblins tell their tales from generation to generation, but never write them down?
I just learned that, actually.
I want to change that. Not much longer will we dwell here, and I want our legacy to be preserved. I speak to you in your own tongue, but to make my dream reality, I need a human who can read, write, and speak our language. Find me such a specimen, and I will give you an ancient book found by the storyteller who came before me. And I'll open the door
Ah, we're speaking through the door. Got it. We really dipped our toes in every country. we were farmers and miners. We were also colonized. Yes, Furious. Don't identify too much with your oppressors now. So this storytelling, that's your function in the clan.
Yes, I recite our tales so that my clan may learn its proud history. It constitutes their only education, but it is the only learning they need.
Why don't you write down your stories yourself?
I have no arms, human. Besides, I want our tales to be written down not only in the Goblin tongue, but also in common Riverlonian.
How come you goblins have an alphabet if you never write anything down?
We have a beautiful and intricate script with which we can write all we desire in the minutest of detail. But our tradition says only the inside walls of tombs may be adorned with text. There we describe the lives of the dead, so they may be found worthy by the gods to have a place among the great totems. That is what makes our alphabet holy, as dictated by the shamans. But I want to give it a use in life as well as in death.
Alright, I'm going.
Totems protect you.
Cool. And you can see that there's an important key in that room as well. All the more reason to go in. Sorry, my Stockholm Syndrome took over. No worries, no worries. I'm actually not sure if I played that ad or not, so let me just check. No, I did not. There you go. Every now and then we have to remind Furious that he's Welsh. It's important. We should all remind Furious. Going forward, Furious, I'm going to send you a text at the top of every day. Timpuk.
Yes, winged fire wielder. Can I do something for you?
Well, let's mind read ya.
When the day comes, I'll skin all humans I can get my hands on and make a beautiful tent out of their hides.
I like this guy. Seems like a good guy. Tell me about your clan.
We form the Red Hammer tribe, proud clan under the totem of Svadilfari. Humbly did our clan begin, but we will end as masters of the fjords. Our leader has told us all, when Damien walks Rivellon openly again, Svadilfari will be crowned Goblin King, and we will rule the humans who once oppressed us.
Show me your wares, why don't you?
Of course.
Right, do you have any elements of the hunter set? Svadilfari ear ornaments, +2 to destruction, and that's it. You've got some pretty cool charms. You've got some recipes, but honestly, I'd rather just sell you some of this stuff that I don't have any business keeping. Especially when he starts talking German. No, Furious, your grandfather didn't win. We keep telling you. He was winning for a little bit, so not denying. Oh boy. Goodness, Furious. Sell off those. I'll sell off that. Pretty much anything generic you can have, buddy. You've got some decent gold. I should probably just go ahead and sell these. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear them. Sell the bone dragon bits. And these, and that, and then... Alright. Sure, we've got... Yeah, that's more for mages. Mages. I'm wearing the hunter belt right now, so all of these belts can go unless they're a part of a set. There you go. I'm about to take all this guy's money. Really need to make more of a habit of actually selling off things. I just keep forgetting. It hasn't been really pressing, has it? And you can... Oh, you can't actually take less. You have to get the value. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what then. I'd really like to... but I don't know what all is new and what isn't. That's the issue. That's why I'm not good about selling off these recipes, because I kind of have to do it immediately after leaving the throne room, which reminds me I should probably go to the throne room after this little dungeon. Okay, then just something he can afford. That'll go. That'll do. What? There you go. 642. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Just imagined Adolf being stopped by Scooby-Doo and had a little chuckle. Well, where did that come from? I mean, I suppose, sure, there's some comedic value there. I could see it as a skit, I guess. Sounds like something you'd see on Robot Chicken or something, but I can't imagine what prompted that. There's a chest up there. I'll have it. Hang on. Am I doing this the hard way? Not really. There we go.
Another one to add to the collection.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm starting to understand why he thought it would be a good idea to try and take on the Oribos Fjords. I would have taken Stalingrad if it wasn't for you meddling kids, as he is whisked away. It's the first time that's happened, Furious. I had a feeling it would be you that Billy corrected first on that. Impossibly rare Billy W. That's one of his core functions.
Another one.
I knew we'd get that eventually, sooner or later. Oh, okay. Let's quick save before I get stuck on terrain again. How come I'm the nicest to Billy and he only roasts me? Well, you know, Billy is an English major. It's part of his lore. You can't be going and confusing the conjunction with nonsense.
Here comes the flying devil that burned my clan to cinders. I'd waste no time on words had I not need of your powers.
Gonna mind read you.
When the time comes, I'll have that dragon armor remodeled so I can wear it in combat.
What would a goblin demand of a human?
Of a human, nothing. Of a dragon, on the other hand. You turn against my kin, as if it were a law of nature to oppose us. Be that as it may, I think the law of economics may persuade you to resist the tides of instinct.
See about that? What is it you want? And more importantly, what is it you offer?
I offer the spoils of war. Chest plates filled with enchanted crystals. Weapons fit to slay demons out of hell. And all I ask in return is the head of that annoying grunt Aurelius, the captain of the champions who steers his men from within the harbor.
That's funny. He asked me for yours.
Is that so? Then I'll give you this chance to reconsider.
No, I think if it's the choice between killing a champion, you know, who's trying to preserve some semblance of order in this broken world, and killing a goblin who's working for the Lord of Chaos, I think I gotta go with killing the goblin. No dice, Farufari. I have enough weapons. And besides, I long to see your black blood flow.
So be it. If you choose pleasure before business, I too will indulge in carnage.
An English major, like in the war. Yes, exactly. That's right. He's an old man, our Billy. I thought you'd like the grammar Nazis, Furious, considering, well, you know, nah, I'm from East Germany. East Germany is often considered the rightmost side of Germany. If you look at a map, I suppose. Lord of Chaos sounds lovely, because it's the East. Lord of Chaos, like Warhammer, like Chaos from Warhammer. That's right. Okay. Now, I'm hoping that I don't have to kill that beholder. I'm hoping he and I are still cool. I bet we are.
Go get him, boy!
That's probably why the door stays locked, right? He can write down all the things about his dead clan. I hope he'll be alright with that. If not, I mean, it'll be another quest that we fail. It is what it is. Glad we got a lot of money out of Tipamuk before we killed him. These poor goblins. I feel bad. I would like to have found a solution where they actually, you know, get to remain. It was cool seeing some goblins with a little bit of organization around them. But no, they insisted that I kill the champion. That won't do. He seemed like an okay guy. Tillamook, like the cheese, like cheese. Exactly. That's exactly right. And ice cream. Dairy products at large, really. My joke now. Ghost will take it from you. So, okay, I was about to say, when is Svadilfari getting involved? Oh. Well, I must have taken out most. Look at him, he's having a hard time pathing up there. Was that him running out, like, back that way? I think it must have been. I guess we'll fight him as a dragon in a second. Oh boy, I suppose that's probably what that key in the Beholder's room is for. Jack, it's great to see someone get rid of an entire race of goblins. This isn't what I wanted. But they insisted on continuing this path of violence.
Shiny.
There's nothing I could do. This world needs order, and he's working for the guy who's very much opposed to order. If he'd aligned himself with more benevolent ends, it would have been different. Right, well, that's everything down here. Keep telling yourself that, honestly. I kinda have to. Maybe order isn't what this world needs. Maybe Damien's right. God. Little crisis of conscience for Slayer here. What is it to be good? The world needs Odior. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, he literally just ran past me to go up these stairs, so I guess we're gonna have a little dragon fight. Or something. Okay. Sure. Yeah, alright. Links Africa everywhere. Links Africa. Oh, diversion. What was Africa about Links Africa? Axe for Jack. Oh, is that... What? That perplexed me very much, Furious. Is that, the indentured servants who produced it? I suppose Lynx Africa is a cheap body spray geared towards men? in the UK. Am I getting that right? Alright, Svadilfari. Ooh, that was pretty cool. I can do that too, though, so, like... He's pretty strong.
Svadilfari is no more, and I congratulate you for it. The fjords are safe. Now save the rest of Rivellon and enter the Hall of Echoes.
Yes, yes, yes. Alright, well that was pretty easy. We handled that just fine. We do still need to find someone who can speak the goblin language. Which I thought I found someone who could. That rings a bell. Lynx is Axe body spray. Ah, you guys have a deodorant called Axe. We called it Lynx. We can't call it Axe because you need a license to carry an axe in the UK. Right. That makes sense. I see. I had no idea they called it something different. I think you've told me before that they do. I just forgot. Alright. Well, that's the fjords pretty much, except for, once we go to Hightown and then this fucking... Alright. Well, before I do anything else, let's head home. I remember when Lynx Chocolate came out, and for about a month the PE changing room smelled like Willy Wonka's wet dream. Yeah, I do also remember. I remember Axe Chocolate, and I remember never liking the way that it smelled. It was no good. Hello, gentlemen. Ah, one of you's hurt.
Here it is, your exquisite ingredient. My
Thank
duty
you.
and my pleasure. Great
Go
lord,
get
and
some
as you
of
command.
that. And you.
Blast that goblin at his cleaver.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Success. There
What do
you
you
go.
need? You just went out for gold, or I go out for iron. Let's go directly to the alchemist and get that healed.
The esteemed master of the tower. How may Bobby consider it done?
No good. I'll have to walk.
I don't need to do any smithing, but I do need to turn in some recipes.
Esteemed Dragon Knight, what can I do for you?
I vanquished Raiz and stripped him of his cuirass. It's yours now.
What a prize to receive! Look at it. The master craftsmanship, the exquisite quality of enchanting. I will learn a great deal from this piece of art. Oh, yes, I will. Please inform Sasson we are prepared and the machines will become mightier than ever.
Very good. What are we looking at? I gotta go with the XP and the gold on that one. And they had that advert with the chocolate man. They did. What a bizarre advert that was. Do you want to be chased down the street and then eaten alive by Lynx Chocolate? That sounds vaguely familiar as well. I think they did a similar... It was probably pretty much the same one, just with some ADR done for one brand or the other. Lynx smell like nothing that's ever occurred in nature. It's so real furious. I don't think they'd need to do adverts. People gonna buy it for Christmas anyway. That's true. Everybody wants to smell like a vague impression of chocolate. Of course, I remember it smelling more like a weird soapy like sugar cookie.
I cannot take my dragon form
God,
here.
I keep forgetting the buttons. Okay. We still need to find the sword for what's her name? Do you have anything else?
Esteemed Dragon Knight.
Okay.
Your
no.
day?
And I'm as real as it gets. That's true. You are quite real, Furious. I have to give it to you. I mean, I don't have to give it to you. I choose to give it to you. You're a very real person. I appreciate that about you. Jack, did you drink the Axe body spray? He did. I did. I did. I had to know what it tasted like. It's the best way to know how it was going to make you smell after a few hours. That's very important. A lot of people don't know that. Deodorant changes, perfume changes, and interacts with your skin and sweat, so you have to drink it to really know. I remember it actually smelling like chocolate, but it was like chocolate liqueurs, and nobody likes chocolate liqueurs. That's actually a pretty good way to describe it, come to think of it. Axe body spray very much smelled like creme de cacao. Or like those vodka chocolate, you know, those vodka chocolates, the little barrels filled with liquor. Which I never really got into. I don't like essentially taking a shot to wash down my chocolate. And that's basically what those are like to me. Although the ones filled with like Baileys and stuff, those are pretty solid. Hey, it's Christmas. Would you like a box of chocolates? Except we put some acrid liquor inside each one. Sounds really good, right? It's a strange choice. We can just make chocolate forward cocktails, really. Grasshoppers are 2 ingredients. And they tend to do pretty well. I don't even like mint and chocolate, but I like a grasshopper somehow. I suppose it's more accurate to say I don't like mint chocolates, but I like a grasshopper. If you're not aware, grasshopper is just equal parts creme de cacao and creme de menthe, I think. There's probably some other recipes, but that's the recipe I've made. Just the throne room to send that last guy out, and then we need to talk to Sasan. That's it, though. Don't need to do anything in the necromancy rank. Yeah. I had a box of whiskey ones of those for Christmas, and I only had the first one a few weeks back. Goddamn. Mint, worst flavor ever. Really? You don't like mint? I love mint. Quite a fan. All varieties as well. Sweet mint, spearmint, peppermint. It's a world of mint. Mint chocolate is my favorite kind of chocolate. Oh god, oh fuck, dude. Fuck, help me. Help. This is a cry for help. We need to keep cream away from mint chocolate.
I am at your command.
Moonstone.
My liege.
Good job. Love you, Dick. I'm faster than you are, Dick. I don't know why they go out this way. There's no exit. I really think they should just disappear at the door to the throne room, but hey. What the hell do I know?
Yes, my liege?
I would like to upgrade my workshop.
In what way specifically, Dragon Knight?
Right. Okay. I don't remember what the last one I chose was. Probably armors, so I'm certain it wasn't jewels, so the machine with which one upgrades jewels.
It shall be done.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye. Just gonna spread that out across the whole deal. I was surprised to find it was actually not liquid, which was a nice change, until I had the second one and found out the rest were liquid, and the first one was just gone off. Oh no. It just sort of coagulated in there. Oh dear. I tolerate mint now because I can't use kids' toothpaste at the ripe age of 30. That's true. Well, I suppose you could. I never liked flavored any toothpaste that wasn't mint flavored. Not because of my like for mint, but because I felt like any other toothpaste just didn't do a good job of freshening my breath. Mint chocolate chip is king ice cream. Preach, Ghost. It's literally the best flavor. Mint chonk chimp is ice cream is best cream. I can't argue. Last time I had mint chocolate chip ice cream was a long time ago. So I don't know how I feel about it at this point. I've certainly opened up to mint and chocolate in drinks. I should try it in ice cream. I should try a good brand, like a single pint of a good brand of mint chocolate chip, and see how I like it. Maybe when I'm hanging out with someone who definitely likes it, so that if I don't like it, they can just have it. Mint might actually be my favorite flavor in general, either mint or ginger or pussy, naturally. Yeah, I really like ginger as well. I'm on a big ginger kick right now. Joke about Jackie here. Yeah. You could kick me, I suppose, if you want to, if you like the sound of it. If I wouldn't. I mean, I don't hate being kicked either. You can literally do whatever the fuck you want, brother. Don't let the man get you down. That's true. If you want to keep using kids' toothpaste, you should. Barrel for mint chalk chip. We got a couple of mint heads in here. I had no idea you all had such strong feelings on mint, one way or the other. Let's put all the ingredients away. Really wish there was a button that I could press instead of moving my mouse every time. And we've spoken to everyone, so I should make a point to go... I'll probably go straight to the docks, actually. I have things to turn in there anyway. We'll head to the merchants and sell these all immediately, since none of my craftsmen need them. Alright. Wonderful. So, best way to go about that
I cannot take my dragon form here.
Would be to just recall. I'm just used to the toothpaste now. It doesn't faze me anymore, but fuck the ice cream. I'll have cookie dough instead. Ah, cookie dough ice cream. That's another one I haven't had in a long time. I think I've had some ice cream with cookie dough in it, but not just a specifically vanilla and cookie dough ice cream. Remember enjoying it well enough. Gotta say, toothpaste has never fazed me, nor anyone else ever. Fair, I suppose. I'm sure there's kids who haven't liked toothpaste and have had trouble with it, hence kids flavored toothpaste. I think mint is just extremely prevalent in Britain. Mint sauce on meat, mint toothpaste. We got that about 10 years ago. Mints at every counter in every store. Wild mint everywhere. Yeah. With how much rain you guys get, I bet the mint is insane. Can't get away from it. Right. What's the best way in here without actually taking a ton of damage? Oh god, not that. I'd rather not swim. Ah, fuck it. Oh. Right. So if you go too far into that, you do just die. That's annoying, because that's a few minutes ago. Fuck. 12 minutes? How bad is this about to be? Do I... Oh, okay, we have to kill him again, and then... Oh my god, we have to go do all that stuff. Alright, well, we'll make it quick this time. I've had some nasty toothpaste. I love how much it actually cleans my teeth, but Arm & Hammer baking soda toothpaste tastes like licking the pavement. I've never had the baking soda toothpaste, but I don't imagine it tastes good. That's why I've never had it. Oh, he's got heals to do. Alright, well... I can do damage faster than you can heal. This isn't looking good for you. Of course, then again, he can heal pretty frequently. This was way easier the first time.
Saddle is no more.
Wow.
And I congratulate you for it. The fjords are safe. Now save the rest of Rivellon and enter the Hall of Echoes.
Okay, right after I do everything that I just did over again. Jack, can you make a cocktail with baking soda toothpaste? No, I think that one would get refunded. That doesn't help me bully Furious, guys. Oh, shit. Alright,
Here it is.
Yeah.
Your exquisite ink.
Thank you, thank you. I want you to go get
As you
this.
command.
Alright, thank you. And you.
Success.
Thank
Here you
you.
go.
Okay, go get this.
Image.
Thank you. I'll be back for you. You know what?
Blast that goblin!
You might actually have to talk to them to establish that they're hurt. Okay. To the workshop. I'm just unbelievable. I'll be the judge of that.
Esteemed Dragon Knight.
There you go, there you go. Alright, okay. Give me that, give me that. Okay, well, hang on. Let me just make sure. I don't think it's ever going to be RNG based, whether or not a named piece of armor shows up there, but who knows. Yes, I can't imagine not liking any toothpaste. That's very strange. You're weird, Furious. That's weird. Just trying to other Furious. Jack, can you make a cocktail called the Baked Soda, where you put a can of Coke in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit, turning it halfway through? I think that would have to be done in a disposable oven of sorts. If you send me a disposable oven, we'll set that up. We'll make an event out of it.
I'm bleeding.
Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot to actually talk to the alchemist for you. Who even bothers turning it halfway through? Well, it's important. You want it to cook evenly.
Master of the tower. Consider it.
Alright. Oh, I thought the game crashed. I just clicked off screen. Disposable oven. It's called a microwave, dude. For one use.
Anything you want,
Right.
I'll get it. I am at your command.
I've been very cheap about it with my microwave up to this point, trying to get it, just keep using it over and over again, but it is tempting every time to just chuck it. Okay, the only other thing we need to do, we spoke to the alchemist, we spoke to the blacksmith, we gotta go talk to Sasan now. Oh my goodness, stop doing that. What is this chest? Oh, I've already opened it. Man, I might need to grab a cough drop or something. I'm feeling better now, but my throat is just very sore.
Yes, my liege? In what
There
way
you go,
specifically it shall
enchanted
be done?
shoes.
See you later.
Okay, bye. I get the strong impression that Sasan has every intention of betraying me towards the end of the game. I really don't think she's fully on my side. Yeah, put all this stuff away. And then we're good. Then we can progress. Seems like your herb gatherer gathers like 15 at a time, but it might depend on rarity. Okay. Quick save this time, and then go back to the return. We relentlessly rip Furious for being obsessed with Sonic, poking him, burning him with hot rods. We slap a Sonic game out of his hands and beat him bloody. Without blinking, he pulls out a Sonic Pez dispenser and pops a sweet. That's the thing. Furious just bounces back from it so easy. I'm not joking at all. When I was about 9 years old, my mother actually exploded our microwave. And I know that sounds hyperbolic, but I mean it. It blew up. A few people were injured, not seriously though. Oh my god. I mean, of course it was a little different in the early 2000s, right? But microwaves in a lot of ways are quite foolproof, so that's crazy. It seems like even then it took a lot to actually explode a microwave to the point where there's like shrapnel to worry about. I'm not the one who did a Big the Cat fishing stream. Egg? Oh, was it an egg? Could it have been an egg? Did she put metal in it? That would have been my question, yeah. Alright, alright. You know, I'd like to see a remake of this game purely so that the dragon transition is a little smoother, because it would be sick if you could do like a really smooth, like no, camera freaking out thing where you just jump off of a cliff and then turn into a dragon. That looks pretty good for a game that was made in what, 2007, 2009? I think the remaster is from 2009. Or like the complete edition or whatever you want to call it, but if this was just a little bit more satisfying, I think that would be awesome. I'd love to see that. Basically, we had a Christmas pudding that our friend made. It had foil on it. She put it in the microwave and turned it on super high, but then she was like, oh, hold on, we need the custard to be warmed up. So she put the bowl of custard in with the spoon. She was actively trying to end the bloodline. And I remember it going bzzz, really loud, and then there was like plastic hitting the window, and then suddenly it literally fucking exploded. That's crazy. So something about the foil and maybe something about having two different types of metal in there is what really set things off.
Again, what can I do for you? Righto.
Okay. Mullet, I want you to buy. Oh, okay, you have no money. Thanks, Mullet. It's always the fishmongers. Imagine being permanently injured by a spoon, -1 aura. I don't think anyone was permanently injured. You can do some gnarly damage with a spoon as well, let me tell you. It's annoying that I can't backflip in here. Brutus.
So, did you find Quintus? Are the trolls taken care of?
I forgot that you asked me to do that. Sorry.
The fjords may be dangerous enough.
How about you?
Any luck tracking down?
Okay, no, I don't have anything to say to either of them, but Aurelius over here, I do have something to say to. And there's some merchants over here. Are you a merchant, Morgan? No.
Have a nice.
It was mostly a few burns, I think. Nothing serious, nothing lasting, and everyone laughed afterwards, but it started a very small fire and shot glass everywhere. Well, I say everywhere, there's probably a few big shards, TBH. Yeah. Goddamn. I mean, quite the story to tell.
Welcome back. What can immediately?
I'm sure it was a memorable event. 30,000 gold. You have more than enough to buy all of these, anyway. And I'm already doing great on gold. Love to see that. Let me take this opportunity then to sell anything else that I won't be wearing. Let me take a moment as well to make sure that I'm not... What goes on the right-hand slots? Surely it's not bracelets. No, bracelets have their own slot, and I'm currently wearing Alaroth Archmage bracelet. +1 to potion efficiency and some damage aura, which is not nothing, but I'm not benefiting that much from it. Unfortunately, I mean, honestly, I think I'd be better off wearing the Wishing Well bracelet just for the bonus to intelligence. Bonus to wisdom will add up over time as well, I guess. It's gonna be hard to beat those earrings. Heightened reflexes is nice, but hard to compare to +9 to dex and +2 to evade. Most of these, we have a crit chance ring. There's 2 ring slots, right? So this other one is +4 to crit chance, +0.07 to HP regen, and this is a ring, yeah? Yeah, +5 to crit chance, +68 hit points, +0.11 to mana regen, which would be kind of nice. This is just a +3 to crit chance. Hit points, and yeah, let's go ahead and wear this one instead. Okay, I want to keep this because it's part of the set that I'm going for. I have no idea what the empty... Oh, get right, because I'm using a bow. That's what that is. We're good on that. We're good on... Okay, anything generic, at least I can go ahead and sell. No problem. Okay, do I have any... Yeah. And any other generic armor? Yeah, glad everyone was okay, of course. My uncle and his family were there, and I remember him screaming, being like, "Who puts a spoon in the microwave?" And she was very calmly like, "Don't shout at me right now, I'm in shock." Which makes me laugh now thinking about it. That is a very funny thing to say in response. I suppose both valid responses. I feel like the first one was a little more valid, but I do understand. Like, the fact that it happened isn't what's important right now. Let's everybody just calm down. Okie doke. Very good, very good. I'm already almost back up to 100,000 gold.
You think we'll be safe from the ghosts here in Narb?
Why is Morgan so worried about ghosts?
Your
Aurelius?
hunt for Svadilfari fares favorably, I hope.
That head of his. Does it by any chance look a bit like this?
Divine be praised, you did it! Do you realize what a victory you have procured? Heroics like these deserve heroic rewards. So let me get you your coffer full of gold.
Alright, by a coffer full of gold he meant 1,000 gold, which is practically nothing for me, but okay. I'll take the XP and half as much gold as you gave me. Thanks, bud. Alright, barely even got any XP for that, honestly, relative to what I'm used to. Oh wow, are we already 20 minutes away from the end of the stream? That's crazy. 4 hours sure does feel a lot shorter than 8. I know that's surprising.
I can understand you're wanting to witness the champions.
Pass the beer, would you?
Alright. Well, there is another quest that I can go turn in that I am just now remembering. Erwin, you don't have anything? He's just a merchant that I could get some money out of, but I don't really have anything to sell. Only thing I can really see that's worth doing for me right now, when it comes to spending all this money, is just buying skills, which I'm not super eager to do.
Sardines and the most appetizing.
That was his whole life savings, apparently. That's what he considers a coffer full of gold. I don't know, man. I killed, like, you know, probably 20 black ring wizards and ended up getting exactly that. I guess that is a fair bit of black ring wizards. Definitely don't have time to do that other Oblivion Gate. We'll have to save that for next week.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
Of course, we don't have time to go to Hightower either.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
But we can go visit these guys. Give them the good news. We have their chalice. We can go speak to the dragon. Or something. I don't quite remember how this works. But I've got what this guy's after. I also say wing wizard. I also said wing wizard earlier on my stream. It's really hard to say. It is.
The Dragon Knight returns. I hope your search fares well.
The chalice is in my possession, but I haven't found the Druiden Eye yet.
We have waited many years, and for you we will wait years more if need be.
That's right, we need Druiden Eye as well.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
So, we heard from one of the Slayers that he had some Druiden Eye. Not a very easy route into this, unfortunately. Well, I guess we're going down. I guess we're swimming. Alright. Very strange the way they've implemented the actual visualization of the anti-dragon fields. Something about the W and the R consonants being right next to each other. They just sort of combine. There's probably a very good tongue twister you could develop based on that. The Winged Wizard. The Ringed Wizard? We'll workshop it. Where do we expect Montague is hiding his Druiden Eye? Computer. Generate a billboard for a fast food chain with accurate directions to the nearest restaurant. Very good use of gigantifying emote. Oh, I hope Kurt never takes that emote down. It's so good. Avena?
Smelly little buggers, aren't they? And I get to guard them. Lovely.
Oh, you're talking about the goblins. Can I just pop in here and talk to the goblins you're guarding? I can look at them. This is like the last of the Red Hammer clan. I feel like I hope they don't execute them. There is culture here worth holding on to. Yeah, speaking of which, let me actually see. Any tips for what I'm looking for? I haven't failed the quest, so I assume I can still go and do this. I have to find someone who can read and write in Goblin. I thought I remembered finding someone who could do that. The only one I can think of is that scholar who was back in Broken Valley, but I don't think he's still alive if he's still there. High Hall, not High Tower, not High Town, High Hall. We've got another outlaw to deal with. There's apparently still Zeppelin parts for me to turn in. Still gotta find 4 more of these seals. Yeah, okay, there's still a fair few things for me to go out and do. Wicked wretches wreak havoc running rings round wizards with real wild reckless abandon. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Very nearly tripped up on rings round wizards. One is hard. I think it's just because your lips are doing kind of conflicting things with R's and W's. One day I'll beat you furious with pipes, lead pipes. What about non-lead pipes? What's the point? It needs to potentially poison you as well. It's not good enough if it's just a bludgeon.
No good. I'll have to walk.
Still in No Dragon Town? I think we are.
No good. I'll have to walk.
You're really gonna have to walk. I guess what I'll do, I don't really want to go towards High Hall because I feel like it's going to be a whole deal over there. And it's going to be a lot of walking. And I think it might actually transition into a new area going to High Hall. So let me just take some time to look around the fjords. We could check out that Oblivion Gate, but we don't. We only have like 13 minutes left in the stream. There is this business, but we don't have the thing that we need to go in there yet. Zandalore is still waiting for us at Alaroth. I'm worrying more and more about all the time we've spent doing everything else. The game did kind of say don't make him wait, but I don't know. This doesn't seem like the kind of game that's going to make consequences for waiting too long to do something. Maybe I'm wrong. It's okay to fail quests, though. It is what it is. Try this one, Jack. I think I caught all of them. That was a good one. Try this one, Jack. Rut-row-rack. The wizards are casting spells on me. Oh no, I'm sentient now, Shaggy. I'm sentient and I know about your abuse. Pretty good. Yeah, that one's gonna trip you up. I could definitely see a newscaster doing that one before a broadcast. I spent like the last 10 minutes of the last stream looking around at all these wyvern nests. I don't think there are any more Zeppelin parts to be found. I wouldn't be surprised if that quest is a lot like the Goblin Heart quests for Richard, where they're just radiant. You turn in as many as you find. But as far as the adventurers, the 3 more seals that I have to find, I do think that might be something that's going to take me really looking carefully up and down these cliffs, because that's where I found the first one. It was on a cliff. Of course, I think it was on a cliff next to a teleporter. Nothing to see here. Well, let's go towards High Hall. I'll try and... Here, you know what, actually? This is a pretty good opportunity. All we did was turn 1 quest in. Let's see if our boys are back. Our boys are back. Okay, you just go out and do one thing. You might even be able to just leave and come back.
My duty and my pleasure.
Alright, go get some fat fern.
Success. There you go.
Go get some malachite.
I brought you the exquisite gem. Thank you.
And you go get me some obsidian. Good man. I don't have anything else to do here, so I'll be on my way.
No good. I'll have to walk.
Some might say the boys are back in town. Some might. I wouldn't. But that's just because I don't like agreeing with you, Furious. Well, hold on a second. It says here that the boys are back in town. Very good, very good. That was a good one. I'm gonna go to sleep, but fear not, the boys are back in town. Just riding tailcoats here. Very good. No, I really like that joke the second and third time that I heard it. This didn't work the first time around, I don't know. Well, this is the way to High Hall, but I'm not allowed to be a dragon over there. Let's just poke our heads in, see what happens, see if it's actually a transitional area as well, if I have to go into a new cell for this. Good night, ghost. You enjoy your sleep? We're gonna be ending in like 9 minutes here. You know what I always say, Jack? If it wasn't said by me, it isn't funny. You do say that. You say that, and I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, this looks like a whole deal. I think this person's gonna talk to me, and I'm going to forget. I'm pretty sure this person's gonna talk to me, and I am going to forget what they said if I have them talk to me right now. So I think we're just gonna actually save there and call it a stream. Rest easy, for the boys are in your town. I do like that. Because that's what that throne room is, really. It's my town. Let me just double check that I actually saved. Alright. Well, I appreciate everyone hanging out. We won't be doing a cocktail stream this Friday, but hopefully next Friday we go ahead and do that. We've got some drinks on the agenda, some good stuff to get to. Send me updates on your hobby stuff. I'm interested. I will do just that. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the day, is doing some test prints to make sure that printer's working properly, and then printing up the stuff that I've been making over the past few days. But let's see. Does it make sense to raid? It most certainly makes sense to raid. Let's see who our options are. Nobody that I follow is live. That's unfortunate, and I bet I am the only person streaming Divinity 2 right now. Or what is it? Divinity 2, sure. Here you go. Yep, it's just me. Going to LA War Games on Friday, Gasland Saturday, Pathfinder Sunday. I got games this weekend. Very nice. We love to see that. Well, shit. Damn, if I had streamed a little bit later, there would definitely be someone live. But because I'm ending so early, we're kind of in a rough position right now. I don't really want to raid a random, but with 10 viewers, that's a shame to end. Just cut it short there. If anyone has any suggestions, I'm definitely open to them. But I do understand if now is just not a great time to be raiding out. The front page of Twitch is a nightmare. Let me see. It's just a little too early for a lot of the people that I follow who are normally live on Tuesdays to start. So we might just have to deal and call it there, because I have no idea what I should even do in such an unpopular category. Maybe this might seem silly, but Games Done Quick is live. They're usually raising money for charity. It might be a fun time. Obviously, they have thousands of viewers, but I don't know. Yeah, I hesitate. I hesitate to rate someone who's so big. I think we're just gonna call it then. Yeah. If I'm having this hard of a time finding someone, well, I appreciate everyone hanging out. Next time, if I'm in this situation again, I'll go ahead and take a chance on someone. Just anyone I can find, really. But yeah. We'll just call it there. Really appreciate everyone hanging out. I will be back next Tuesday with more Divinity 2. And yeah, thanks for the resub, Cream, and the raid. And I think we got a resub. I'm forgetting other things, but yeah, I'll see everybody next week.